Hello and a very good evening. I am quite reminded of a show on a radio station, and it was named Sunday Suspense. Well, if Thursday was also a suspenseful day, this is now no less than a Saturday suspense as things are unfolding. Reporting once again from Kolkata. And if in Kolkata, obviously, at this point in time, the most pressing issue is the doctors' protest, which once started over the Arjikor incident, but then thereafter had also, in an all-encompassing manner, had also tried, championing the cause of a safer, secured environment for doctors at the workplace, at government hospitals. And that agitation, mind it, has been on for the past 34 days, if I'm not mistaken. Many people have lost the count of days. We have lost the count of days too. What I can recall quite collectively, that today is 14th of September, it was 14th of August. Up till 14th of August evening, things were slightly different, when the entire focus had been only and only Arjikor rape and murder incident, the brutal rape and murder, the horrific crime that shook the conscience of the country, the horrific crime that also in a way united people in this unifying chorus called We Want Justice. But then on 14th of August, hours ahead of the Independence Day, the 78th Independence Day of India, the call that was given by the people, Reclaim the Midnight. In fact, even after the program had started, people had assembled all across the city to mark their protest, register their protest. But unfortunately, in the intervening night, August 14 and 15, that is exactly a month back, the attack inside Arjikor Medical College and Hospital also happened. One that in a way brought to fore several questions, and most importantly, how safe are our medical colleges and hospitals, and especially at a time when the entire city and the state had been reached with the horrific crime. Thereafter, doctors had time and again raised this issue. What about a secured environment? If even after a crime of this nature, and even at a time when the doctors were up in arms and protesting on the street, and people were protesting on the street, if mob can enter inside the Arjikor Medical College and Hospital, breach security, overpower police forces, and then enter inside the emergency building, the same building where on the fourth floor, you had the seminar room, the scene of crime. Many questions were raised by doctors, and since then, today is 14th of September, the agitation by doctors had only and only intensified. Even after the intervention of the Supreme Court, the agitation did not die down. And make no mistake, the first time Supreme Court this matter was on 20th of August. And then Supreme Court said they're taking charge of this very matter. Well, the trial would happen obviously at some other court, but then Supreme Court taking cognizance of the matter, trying to put things in order so that just not investigation, but public faith and public trust can be instated in the system. And the system including the Supreme Court, the judiciary. On 22nd of August, Supreme Court, as had sought from the CBI, the first status report was submitted. Obviously, by then, Sanjay Roy was arrested by Kolkata police, and given the fact that the case was handed over to CBI, Sanjay Roy was already there in CBI custody. CBI had submitted the first status report to the Supreme Court on 22nd of August. Thereafter, as recent as just couple of days back, in fact 9th of September, if I'm not mistaken, 9th of September, last Monday, Supreme Court heard the matter once again, and Supreme Court clearly said that doctors should go back to their duties, in a way as an observation and direction, asked protesting doctors to resume their duties. Supreme Court said that senior doctors working doesn't mean that junior doctors won't work, and said that junior doctors, if they do not resume their duty by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, then disciplinary action can be initiated as per the discretion of the right authority. The junior doctors did not resume their duty. What happened then? Junior doctors demanded a communication with the government, and it was almost about to happen last Thursday. Almost about to happen last Thursday. If you can pull up those videos where the chief minister could be seen seated inside the auditorium and protesting doctors who had gone there, junior doctors who had gone there, waited outside the same auditorium but did not wait because there was a difference of opinion. What was the difference of opinion? The difference of opinion was live streaming. Junior doctors had demanded that they be allowed 30-member delegation. That was permitted, but junior doctors also, along with their deputation, which essentially included certain demands, they also wanted the communication with the government to happen in the live streaming manner. Did it happen? No, it did not. The state government cited that there would be there is a sanctity issue, and thus they will not be putting it out on live streaming. Also, we also heard the chief secretary suggest the matter was sub judice. When is the last time we had actually with unprecedented scenes, almost in a dramatic turn of events, things which lasted for several hours? The chief minister was seen seated inside the auditorium for almost 2 hours, or has been claimed by herself, and the junior doctors waited outside with the demand the meeting can only happen if there is live streaming allowed. Live streaming did not happen. The meeting also did not happen. The chief minister held a press conference. The junior doctors also held a press conference. The chief minister also said that, the meeting was important and she was expecting the doctors to come in and have a meeting. Similarly, the doctors also said that they also expected the meeting and that it is not a matter of ego. It almost turned out to be like who would blink first and how will they blink first. In fact, if pundits have to be asked, they might just say that if that was a battle, then both sides had scored equally. Well, both sides had maintained. It's not an ego battle. It is not a fight for one-upmanship. And absolutely there is no winner or loser. But then if pundits have to be asked or critics have to be asked, then the critics would say there wasn't any loser or there wasn't any winner. Now let's cut to today. Saturday. Why is Saturday important? Saturday is important, and let's go to the visuals of the chief minister going to the protest side absolutely unwarranted and in a surprise manner. That's exactly what happened on Saturday afternoon. Without any warning or without informing anyone, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee went outside Shastro Bhavan, where the protest demonstration had been on for the past 4 days. She goes there and she says, "You all are like my brothers and sisters, and I have not come here as your chief minister. I am like your Didi. I am like your elder sister, urging you all to resume work." It's been pouring incessantly since last evening. Citing the inclement, she said, "Your family members would also be worried. Go back home. Go back home and get back to your duties. Your deputation, give it to us, and it's already there. We will study your demands, and we will try and do as best as possible." She also highlighted a couple of very important things. We will come down by it very quickly. But before that, she also said that you can't take action against somebody who hasn't committed a crime. And as far as justice is concerned, we are all on the same page. She in fact said that Ami Shomobati, like I am sharing the pain of you all. And I am with you all in this protest demanding justice for Tilottama, which has been given for the fallen doctor. And thereafter, she also suggested, let's end this impasse. What happened then? What happened then? Again, chain of communication happened, almost reminding you of Thursday and days preceding to Thursday, because there had been 6 communications between district doctors and the chief secretary. Similarly today, the Junior Doctors Association sent a mail to the chief minister stating that we are grateful for your goodwill for coming down to the protest site, and thereafter for giving your opinion. We want to sit on a talking table with our demands. That mail was sent and the response came almost immediately. What was the response? Come down to Kalighat today itself at 6 o'clock. So the entire background brings you to this very moment. Those who are connecting with us and those who are watching this cast know this. In Kolkata, we are reporting from Kalighat, right outside the chief minister's residence. It's pouring heavily. There is a battery of media. If I can ask Titash, my entire team is down with viral. So Titash has come down with me, and she's carefully behind the camera holding an umbrella to safeguard the little liquid we have. And if we can just slightly move that way, see. So the entire bandobast out here and the presence of media people, it's all because of the anticipating moment. And what is the anticipating moment? That the junior doctors would be arriving here very, very shortly. Junior doctors would be arriving here very, very shortly. So the junior doctors would be coming down. They have already started from Salt Lake, and they would be coming down to the Chief Minister's residence. And there would be a meeting between the Chief Minister and the junior doctors. Well, the meeting was expected on Thursday. It did not happen. It did not happen because of the issue. It actually became a contentious one, as live streaming would be allowed or not. Is the same demand standing today? We cannot say. There is an ambiguity. Doctors have not said it loud and clear. They have not said that in no uncertain terms, and that's the reason there is ambiguity and there is no clarity as whether they would be by that same demand for live streaming of the meeting. Because minded, live streaming of the meeting almost came in the way of the very meeting for which they had assembled. So live streaming did not happen on Thursday, and the meeting did not happen. What has changed in Saturday? Between Thursday and Saturday, the only change that we note, the Chief Minister making a surprise visit at the protesting doctor site, at the demonstration site, which is outside Shastra Bhavan in Salt Lake. And thereafter, the doctors have acknowledged that it was a goodwill gesture and that they want to sit on a talking table with their own demands which already laid down. Whether the meeting will now happen or not, it's again subject to everyone's speculations. In fact, on Thursday, I remember I was standing outside Nabanno Shobhagor, the auditorium, and I had almost said that the meeting had started because nobody had any clue as whether the meeting would be happening or is not happening because because there was no clarity as whether the meeting has already started or not. And I had almost said, not almost, I had said that the meeting had started. It's only when I changed my position from one point to another point, I realized all the doctors, instead of standing this side of the bus, they were standing on the other side of the bus. And that did not catch the attention of media, not even mine. And eventually, after the video came out from the Chief Minister's office as how she was waiting inside for 2 hours, we could confirm that the Chief Minister kept waiting and the meeting never happened because the doctors had demanded for live streaming of that meeting, and because permission was not given, and that's why it was not given, and that's why the meeting never happened. So now, what happens to Saturday again? It's a matter of everyone's speculations. Well, we know as a matter of fact they're coming in a bus, and I do apologize that you can only see umbrella behind me, and basically all the media are all stationed out here, and this is a normal habit of all media people to carry an umbrella double or triple the size of you. So all our umbrellas are pretty big and they cover a good circumference so that our equipments can be kept safe. And they're all coming in a bus. So we have to now wait and see whether the meeting finally happens or not, because at this juncture, like Thursday, the speculation is on as whether they would be finally coming down and walking inside the meeting room, because like Thursday, they had decided they have agreed to meet. On Thursday, they had agreed to meet, but because the conditions which were set had come in the way of the meeting never happened. So today, whether they would be standing by the same conditions, again, we have to wait and see. But at this juncture, it's lot of anticipation building up, and I also want to show you something. Well, the traffic movement this side has come to a standstill. So, which is a sign. All right, the bus is almost here. And I will try and play with the visuals. Not going, sir. Aapni kindly side e asho na, amra jabo. Bus. So the doctors have arrived, and that's exactly what you've been told. And the doctors have arrived, and they would be coming in any moment. Thank you so much for shutting down the umbrella. So the bus, okay, all right, the bus has come in. The bus has come in, sir. The bus has come in, and the bus, sir, please. All right, the bus has come in, and there you see the bus has come in. Okay, and the bus would be going inside. So look there, that's the bus. Okay, that's the bus which has taken the right. Okay, you see the bus? That's the bus which has taken a left, and that has stopped because this would be going. I don't think it will be going inside the lane which on which the residence of the Chief Minister is. But this is what you get to see. This is what you get to see. This is the bus in which all the doctors are here. Okay, see, all the protesting doctors are here. There I see Kinjol and the other protesting doctors. Look here. So all the doctors are here. All the junior doctors have come down, and see, the junior doctors are there seated inside the bus, and the bus is now taking a U-turn because it would be stationed at one point, and thereafter they would be going inside. So the junior doctors are here, and the junior doctors so at this point in time, as you see, this is the bus which has brought the junior doctors out here, and the junior doctors would be going inside. The Chief Secretary. Okay, they're all sloganeering, "We want justice, we want justice." They're all sloganeering, "We want for Arjikor." And as you see, the bus has just now taken this very turn. So they would now be getting down the bus, and all right, they would now be getting down the bus, and they would be going inside the Chief Minister's residence. So the doctors are here, not really expecting anyone giving any soundbite, and it's futile because the meeting is important. If it happens, the outcome of the meeting would be important. So yes, somebody's asking us, will there be live streaming? Honestly speaking, we don't really know whether the live streaming would happen or not. Look here, this is the bus which has the doctors, and has just now come in, and the bus would now be going inside. So it has just taken a U-turn, and the entire bus would be going inside. It seems like the traffic from all sides have been stalled down, and nobody is allowed to take this road for security reasons, and vehicular movement have been stopped for some time. The bus can be taken inside. So look, the bus is now here. The junior doctors are here, and the junior doctors, as you see, are all seated over there inside. They are all sloganeering, "We want justice for Arjikor," and they are all sloganeering, "We want justice for Arjikor." So obviously there is a lot of anticipation building up, and all of this is happening right outside Kalighat, the residence of the Chief Minister. Well, previously we haven't really seen a scene of this kind. Yes, election euphoria, celebrations, festivals we have seen, but we have never really seen protests happening outside the residence in the past several years, because this area too comes under section 144, which is currently 163. So obviously, at this point in time, because the doctors have been invited out here, and there is a massive media presence out here, obviously with the kind of anticipation which are up, the doctors have now started coming down, and that's the reason there is a massive crowd. The police people are trying to ensure they cordon the entire area so that the doctors are safe, so that nothing untoward happens. And look here, all the doctors have come down. Let me show you. Look, this is the bus, and in this bus all the doctors come down. All the doctors are now slowly coming down. Look, the doctors are now coming down one after the other, and then they will be going inside. So all the doctors who had come down last time at Novanno, they are all here, and they would all be going inside. So the local people are also, as you see, they are all trying to take a picture in their phone. But please understand, on Thursday also, the chief secretary has said, the chief secretary had said that only 12 to 15 people would be allowed. And look here, all the doctors are now going inside one after the other. All the doctors are going inside one after the other, as you see. Look, all the doctors are now going inside, and police people are trying to protect them, ensure there is absolute security, and there is absolute security, and nothing untoward happens. Look, all the doctors are now going inside. We are literally holding this camera in one hand. I'm holding an umbrella in the other. I know how I'm working. So it's crazy scenes unfolding. Look, all the doctors are now going inside. Media is of course not allowed inside this very lane, and please, media is not allowed inside. And as you see, all the doctors, Kinjal, he has been a prominent face of this protest, and all the doctors are now slowly going inside. So this is the very lane which takes you to the Chief Minister's residence, and amidst massive bandobast, all the doctors have now gone inside. The bus has been emptied, but the Chief Secretary had said that come 15 people, but they are like 30 people or could be more. So several people have come down, and we have to now wait and see as whether the doctors, all of them would be allowed to go inside or not. So a lot of hustling bustling happened. I found Titash again. Titash, poor girl, she had run for some visuals. Have you been able to send it to her? Okay, so Titash sent some videos to Orko, our producer, and Orko kindly play those videos. All the doctors are now going inside. In fact, I can give some more videos. Wait, let's see if I can give some visual from the gate. Wait, all right. Very, very chaotic scene out here. Very, very clean. All right, very, very chaotic scene. All right, this is the very lane. Doctors have all walked in, and the doctors. Orko, is the network okay now? Okay, come this side. Come this side. Settle yourself, Titash. First, settle yourself. I'll help you. Settle yourself. Okay. Wait. Let me just pull. Let me pull the hand. Is it okay now? Orko, is it fine? All right. So we have tried showing you the live visuals, and of course, it was extremely chaotic and as expected, because lot of curiosity had been building up on a meeting between the Chief Minister and the junior doctor. The junior doctors had put forth several demands, and those demands they said they were non-negotiable, and they said the demands have to be fulfilled for them to go back, even if it meant defiance to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court observation. But then let's now cut to as how the day unfolded. Okay, I have already given you a background as how things transpired in the past so many days and past several weeks, and but then breaking apart from what really happened in the past several weeks, what happens today or what has happened today is very, very interesting, because today we have seen suspense build up to this very moment purely because the Chief Minister had made a surprise visit to the protesting site. The doctors did not expect that to happen. We had no information. Journalists who were there, they were only people there, and they also did not know that the Chief Minister would be coming down. So obviously, after the Chief Minister had made a surprise visit over there and made an appeal yet again that get back to work, and quite emphatically and empathetically had suggested that, look, I'm not here like your Chief Minister, I'm like your Didi. Please realize that this inclement weather is not good for your safety also, and we will be trying to study your demands. If somebody has not done something wrong, it's unfair to punish that person. So we will be going through your deputation, we'll definitely be studying your demands, and whatever best is required would be done. Anyone involved in any kind of a crime, whether in the crime of rape and murder, or for that matter, if anyone is involved in the crime of corruption, they would not be spared. They would all be punished. So that's how things almost seem like is changing. Orko, you have the Chief Minister's bite ready. All right. So I'm sure you are playing those visuals of the Chief Minister going there. This is what the Chief Minister said. Hear this out. This is what Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee told the junior doctors as she paid a surprise visit, and we'll come back after that.
আপনাদের কাছে বলতে এসেছি, কাল সারা রাত ঝড় জল হয়েছে, আপনারা যখন কষ্ট পেয়েছেন আমিও সারা রাত ঘুমোতে পারিনি, আমারও কষ্ট হয়েছে, আমারও কষ্ট হয়েছে। এই ঝড় জলের মধ্যে আপনারা যেভাবে বসে আছেন, আমার মানসিক ভাবে কষ্ট হচ্ছে। আপনারা আজকে 33 দিন 34 দিন, আমিও কিন্তু রাতের পর রাত ঘুমাইনি, কারণ আপনারা যখন রাস্তায় থাকেন আপনাদের আমাকেও কিন্তু পাহারাদার হিসেবে জেগে থাকতে হয়।
অর্ক,
আমি আপনাদের
যখন তিতাসকে আঁকবো, তিতাস ফ্রেমটা আমার সামনে আসবে, তুমি ফ্রেমটা ঠিক আছে কিনা আমার কানে অল্প ভাষায় বলবে, যে তোমাদের একটু এদিকে যাও, একটু ওদিকে যাও, সেটা বলবে, ঠিক আছে? কারণ ক্যামেরাটা তখন আনম্যান থাকবে।
আর কষ্ট না করে যদি আপনারা কাজে ফিরতে চান, আমি আপনাদের প্রতিশ্রুতি দিচ্ছি, আপনাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো আমি কথা বলে সহানুভূতির সাথে আমি স্টাডি করব, আমি অফিসারদের সাথে কথা বলবো। আমি একা সরকার চালাই না, আমার
অর্ক ভিজুয়ালে বোঝা গেছিল তো বাস ফার্স্টে এসছে,
ডিজি পুলিশ সবাই আছেন। আমি আপনাদের বলতে চাই, আপনাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো
হ্যাঁ, তার আগে বাসের মধ্যে ঢুকিয়ে দিয়েছিলাম।
আমি চিন্তা করব, যদি কেউ দোষী হয় তিনি নিশ্চয়ই শাস্তি পাবেন।
এসছে
আপনাদের কাছে অনুরোধ করতে এসেছি।
ফুল ফ্রেমে নিয়েছিলে তো?
আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রী নই, আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রী হিসেবে বলতে আসিনি, আমি আপনাদের দিদি হিসেবে বলতে এসেছি, যাতে আপনারা না ভাবেন বেশি পুলিশ যারা আছি। আমি একটা পার্টিও বিলংস করি, কিন্তু আপনাদের কাছে এসেছি যদি বলেন অ্যাজ এ চিফ মিনিস্টার, অ্যাজ এ এল্ডার সিস্টার, এবং আপনাদের আন্দোলনের সমব্যথী এবং সমসাথী, তাহলে আপনাদের অনুরোধ করব আমার কথা শুনুন। আগেও আপনাদের সমস্যা আমি সমাধান করেছি এবং আবার আমি করবার চেষ্টা করব।
So you heard the cheetah. Now again, we come back to the very moment, which is Saturday. When people ask me as how was your Saturday or how was your Friday, I say exactly how was my Thursday. When people ask me on Wednesday how was your Wednesday, I say exactly how my Tuesday was. But I cannot really say this on Saturday, because this Saturday is not exactly how the Friday was. This Saturday is not exactly how the Tuesday was. Yes, there are similarities. The protest is on, and at the same time, on Thursday it seemed like the impasse would end, and we were this close to seeing a deadlock. But then deadlock continued. But then this Saturday is certainly different, because the Chief Minister made a surprise visit over there. Now, mind it, today had been the 37th day since the brutal rape and murder. And in the past 37 days, lot has happened. Lot has happened. Again, if you go back to the timeline, apart from the brutal rape and murder, which happened on 9th of August, in the intervening night of 14th and 15th of August 2024, we saw the attack happening inside the premises of Arjikor Medical College and Hospital, and that somehow changed the entire narrative. It also brought forth certain challenges as far as security is concerned. Now, mind you, there is a Supreme Court intervention which has happened. Supreme Court is also listening to the matter. Supreme Court has also given certain observations. Supreme Court has heard the matter not once but multiple times, and again Supreme Court would be hearing the matter on Tuesday. But the deadlock continued, the protest continued, and the protest was only not about justice for Tilottama, Abhaya, or for the 31-year-old PGD doctor who is no more with us. It also, from that, got added to multiple other things: resignation of the police commissioner, removal of the health secretary, disciplinary action against DC Central and DC North, again suspension of Shondeep Ghosh. What else? Yeah, health secretary, principal secretary health. So all these demands got added because the junior doctor said, in order to fix accountability, these are steps necessary apart from justice for Tilottama, and of course ensuring a safer and a secure environment. Now, we had seen the junior doctors march towards Lal Bazar with the same demand. we had seen the junior doctors march towards Lal Bazaar. Again, over there, high drama unfolded because they were not allowed to walk up to Lal Bazaar. They wanted to go inside Lal Bazaar and march up till Benting Street. That only happened after 22 hours. So, in the past 37 days, we have really seen a lot of protest. And every time it seemed like the protest has only intensified and the demands at times have changed a bit, but more or less revolved around two principal demands: justice for the PGD doctor who was brutalized, and also a safer environment at the workplace. Now today, as the Chief Minister went, the Chief Minister made certain points and the Chief Minister appealed. The Chief Minister made an appeal to the junior doctors. Look, your demands are with us. We will study your demands and we will go through your demands, and then thereafter we would definitely study them and decide what is best to be done. She also maintained that we can't really take action against someone who hasn't really done something wrong. She also urged people to get back to duties. She said that she will not take any action against doctors. She also said that she is not here to quell the protest. She also drew comparison between other states, including Uttar Pradesh, where for weeks put together protests and demonstrations were completely barred by the government. She has also suggested that she is not in favor of emergency or any action that is tantamount to an intent like emergency. So obviously the Chief Minister had reached out to them, to the junior doctors who are protesting, and many would say, while MP had communicated that we are trying to break the deadlock, but at the same time there was a texture and an undertone of empathy where she said that you are all my younger brothers and sisters, and I'm not here to take any action against you all. I'm not here as your Chief Minister, I'm here as your Didi. Well, if this what the Chief Minister did, the doctors also reciprocated. And let's now get to the mails, okay? Orko, the mails are ready, right? Okay, the email exchange that happened, here's how it goes. One second. So the doctors wrote to the Chief Minister after the Chief Minister paid a surprise visit. Respected ma'am, and if you can put it out on the second please. Respected ma'am, we are grateful that you have shown an exceptional goodwill gesture by coming amidst us in this adverse weather and shared your thoughts with us. So when I say that the Chief Minister, while communicating emphatically, had also shown empathy, similarly the doctors too had reciprocated with absolute humility, knowing that they were also talking to a lady. While she introduces herself as the Didi, she is also the Chief Administrator of the state and she is the Chief Minister of the state. So the doctors write to the Chief Minister that we are grateful that you have shown an exceptional goodwill gesture by coming amidst us in the adverse weather and shared your thoughts with us. We take this as a welcome step towards a smooth discussion and collective clarity of our 5-point demands for which we have been protesting peacefully for the last 35 days. We are more than willing to have a discussion in your esteemed presence. Adequate representation and proper transparency as agreed by both the parties. We are eagerly awaiting for your positive response to end the impasse. Kindly let us know the place and time of convention of the meeting. Now, what is missing in this very email? Compare it with your email from Thursday. Titash, you have the Thursday email handy. So the Thursday email and this email, while both agree, Orko, if you have the Thursday email, let's try and run it through once again. Okay. So Thursday email and today's email, the tone and tonality stays the same, of course, being respectful, both sides. And you have to understand if a communication is coming from the Chief Secretary, it of course would have the decorum of language. The doctors too, every time they have responded, they have also maintained the decorum of language that goes without saying. So while the humility and dignity had been maintained in the letter on Thursday, and has also been maintained in the exchange, in the email exchange on Saturday. The only thing that has changed, the only thing that has changed, and in Thursday's email, while they had said that their 5-point demand stand firm, they have reiterated that, but on Saturday they have not mentioned live streaming. So there are a lot of talks on social also as whether the live streaming would finally happen or not. And if that was a stumbling block on Thursday, will it end up being a stumbling block on Saturday as well? But this email seems like has given out an indication that maybe the junior doctors are not, sticking to that very that you have to have this meeting live streamed, because on Thursday, if the meeting did not happen, the junior doctors said they wanted live streaming for greater transparency, and the state government said for greater sanctity, and because the matter is sub judice with the intervention of the Supreme Court, they cannot allow live streaming of this matter. What the court can do, the state cannot do. So as far as live streaming is concerned, whether as far as live streaming is concerned, it seems like it is no more the point of hookup, because had that been the concern, it most definitely would have been mentioned in this email. No, I do not see that. I do not see that. So on Thursday's email, while live streaming had been one of the major conditions, but there is no such conditionality attached in this email, an email which had come to the response of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's surprise visit to the protest demonstration site outside Shastro Bhavan. So many viewers are asking us whether live streaming would happen. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so because A, it's the Chief Minister's residence, B, the Chief Minister did not allow, or the state did not allow the live streaming of this very meeting on Thursday. I don't think so the meeting would be live streamed, and I've been continuously monitoring all possible sources, and all those possible sources have not really given out any input feed as yet. So it seems like it is an indication that this meeting will not really be live streamed. We cannot even confirm if the meeting has started, because when you enter inside the Chief Minister's residence, just not here, anywhere, there is a basic security protocol which we all go through. Anyone who comes to the Chief Minister's residence would go through, and if all the doctors have come down one by one, they also need to go through the security protocol. So that's again a time-consuming affair, and it's only been 15 minutes, I would say, collectively that they have gone inside. I don't think, like in the case of Thursday, the head count would be a factor, because on Thursday we had seen the state had communicated 12 to 15 people, but doctors were about 34 in number. Today too, 15 people were called in, but again, the bus was absolutely full. It seems like all 32 people have gone. So the doctors have maintained that this entire West Bengal Doctors Forum, it is not a single, a doctors body. There are several stakeholders, doctors from different medical colleges have come in, and they all won their representation for adequate representation of their qualms. So obviously, again, the junior doctors have gone inside. What happens in the meeting, what transpires in the meeting would be very, very crucial. Let's go back to the Thursday, and on Thursday, the Chief Minister had made very pointed argument, and the pointed argument was that we are not going to take any action against any of the junior doctors, but the Supreme Court had made an observation. When the matter comes to the Supreme Court on Tuesday, the junior doctors should not be held responsible for defying the Supreme Court's order, and could also be held as violation. So in that case, for their greater good, they should get back to work. She had also said that she was expecting the junior doctors to come down. She had been expecting them for the past 3 days. She had been waiting regularly for 2 hours, 1.5 hours, but the meeting never happened. And she also said that let the good sense prevail. She wanted the deadlock and the impasse to end. And she had also said that she did not call representations from respective departments. Like police commissioner. Commissioner is the commissioner of the city, and if the chief minister is holding any kind of a meeting, then the police commissioner is expected to be present over there if it's an official meeting, be it administrative or official meeting. At Nobanno on Thursday and also here, the police commissioner is not there. Why? Because doctors have their qualms against the commissioner as well. Even though Mamata Banerjee had made it very clear that she cannot really remove a police commissioner randomly because there are festivals around, and if the doctors have made some demand, have the patience, wait for some time. It cannot be, with a flicker, things can happen. Given an indication that a decision in the future can be taken, transfers may happen, but not necessarily now. She had made it very, very clear. She had also made it very, very clear that if somebody has not done something wrong, you can't really take action against that person. And number three, CBI has charge of this matter. So CBI should go ahead and, take action if they have any concerns against any individual in particular, and if they have got proof in hand. So in that case, they should go and give it to the CBI, and CBI can take action. So obviously, there were some pointed arguments which were cited from both sides, but then whether it would be stated like bygone is bygone and Saturday would be ending the deadlock and Sunday would be a lighter Sunday for all these doctors who had been out on the streets for the very, very long period in time. Will they actually go back to their duties Monday onwards again? Everything subject to speculations now, but at this juncture, anticipation is only and only building up because we know this meeting is happening between the protesting doctors and the Chief Minister for the first time. Again, I say we cannot confirm whether the meeting has started. We do not have any visual proof as yet, no visual proof as yet, and obviously we are waiting for some confirmation if the meeting has started, because last time I had myself said the meeting had started, eventually it turned out to be not so right an information, because the Chief Minister waiting inside the auditorium, that video came out, doctors waiting outside the auditorium, Navanna Shabagod, that visuals also came out. So again, it's very, very risky to confirm now as whether the meeting has actually started. But in all likeness, if they have gone inside the Chief Minister's house, I'm sure the meeting would happen. And, if it happens, then obviously it would be the first time that the meeting would be happening between two sides, the junior doctors and, of course, the Chief Minister. Now, whether this meeting would end the deadlock, again, we have to wait and see. Whether there would be any joint press conference, again, we have to wait and see. Whether the doctors would come out and issue a statement, we have to wait and see. So at this juncture, this is how the road leading to the Chief Minister's residence looks like. There's a battery of media waiting out here, all holding umbrellas and all trying to, give the live broadcast because in a situation like this, you don't really have any time as prime time. A situation like this is the prime time. So obviously all the focus is there on this very development and people are also looking forward to the outcome as whether this would end the impasse. Let's not discount the fact, again, that while the agitation had been on and without passing any kind of comments or judging the cause, demands of the junior doctors, but this is also a fact that while the junior doctors had been protesting, while the junior doctors had gone on a cease work, while that cease work had also caught the attention of the Supreme Court and did not find the endorsement or the support of the Supreme Court, we have also seen as how this has led to a lot of inconvenience for patients. Let's not discount the fact. At several medical colleges and hospitals, junior doctors who are instrumental in providing the hands-on backbone to the medical service on who we are all dependent without any kind of a hitch, their absence from the workplace had also created a vacuum in the workplace, and that vacuum was not costing you. The vacuum was costing many people, and when I say you and me, not from the sense of entitlement or point of privilege, no. You and me means those who are not seeking any medical intervention. but especially those who cannot afford a private hospital but requires medical intervention, immediate medical intervention, those people have also suffered some amount of inconvenience. The state government maintains 29 people have lost their lives. In fact, just yesterday, the Chief Minister's office made an announcement that an ex gratia amount of 2 lakh rupees as a small financial relief would be given to all those who have lost their loved ones due to this ongoing impasse. Not really holding anyone responsible, but then said this deadlock should end. People without medical attention, without support from the hospital, if they lose their lives, then they cannot be seen as collateral damage. So obviously that's the reason a lot of anticipation had been building up on this very meeting, and many people are expecting the deadlock to end for their own interest as well. While there is no doubt, you won't find a single person in the city of Kolkata, outside the city of Kolkata, in the state of Bengal, outside the state of Bengal, who would say that they don't want justice. Everybody is saying that we want justice. There is no disagreement over here. Everybody wants stringent punishment for the accused. Everybody wants free and fair, transparent investigation. Everybody wants truth to come out. Everybody, beyond the rumors and speculations, the truth to come out, so that the truth can also bring some amount of closure. And like I always say, compensation, punishment, these things will never bring any closure to a bereaved family. Can you imagine a bereaved family hasn't really seen them in the past 37 days and more? Obviously more, from 9th of August. Can you imagine the loved ones have not really seen that deceased doctor for the past so many days, more than a month? Can you imagine how painful this must have been for the friends and family? So, the junior doctors who would work at the same workplace. How painful this anguish must have been for one and all. So everybody is going through this unsettling, and while no compensation and truth and punishment to the accused can bring closure to all these people, but if all these things happen, that can only help you live your broken life little easy. And that is the reason the entire country come out up in arms, united and unitedly in one voice had been demanding justice. So when people say that we are suffering, it is not like they're against this movement. They're also trying to highlight that look, we are suffering. We support your movement. We support your fight. But we are suffering. We support this fight for justice, but we are suffering. And they are leaving it to the doctors and their jurisprudence as whether they would be accepting their point of argument. The junior doctors have been saying that it is not like the health system and only dependent on junior doctors. If somebody is dying without treatment, then it doesn't mean that they are dying without treatment because junior doctors are not attending to them. There could be other factors. It could also mean a crippled health infrastructure or not so great health infrastructure. So argument and counter argument had been on for way too long. But at this juncture, what is going on, and in all likeness, I guess the meeting is on. The meeting between the junior doctors and, of course, the Chief Minister, it seems like has started. And the junior doctors, they have maintained their 5-point demand, stand firm. And the Chief Minister today in the morning, while she had gone, she had also given out this statement that she would want them to go back to their duties, and that all their demands would be studied and necessary action would be taken in the best possible interest. Many viewers had actually questioned as why haven't we gone down to the Shastro Bhavan and why haven't we covered it. They have also questioned our integrity, called us names. We don't mind, and that's absolutely fine. As I said, not to our defense, we worked with a very small team, and for the past so many days, without any break, even at times braving the inclement weather, sweat and rain. We have tried surviving, but then came up when my entire team was down with viral. It was nearly impossible for us to hit the field. And that is the reason we could not possibly go there at Shastra Bhavan and report on from the ground. But it was not like we were not reporting on the story. The stories are there on the website, www.newsthetruth.com. But again, we have tried with best of our capabilities and interest and intent and integrity to stay put on this story and cover all aspects, just not doctors, also patients, just not patients, but also the family, the investigation too, just not investigation, but this cry for justice. We have tried covering every aspect through ground reports and our own investigation. But for now, we are here on the ground, right outside the Chief Minister's residence, where the meeting is currently underway. And what transpires from the meeting, we have to wait and see. To go back to the afternoon today, Orko would request you to play the Chief Minister's soundbite once again before I toss it to Titash and take a breather. Orko, kindly play. All right. Okay. Kindly play the Chief Minister's bite, and I would then hand it over to Titash. Titash had been patiently waiting, and literally she's handling the camera. So once she comes down this side of the lens, I will go behind the lens and be her camera person for now. So this is what the Minister had said in the afternoon today as she made a surprise visit. We are trying to recap and as how things unfolded on Saturday. The suspense continues. The suspenseful Saturday continues. But this is what the Chief Minister said as she visited the protest site outside Shastra Bhavan this afternoon.
আমি আপনাদের কাছে বলতে এসেছি কাল সারা রাত ঝড় জল হয়েছে আপনারা যখন কষ্ট পেয়েছেন আমিও সারা রাত ঘুমোতে পারিনি আমারও কষ্ট হয়েছে এই ঝড় জলের মধ্যে আপনারা যেভাবে বসে আছেন আমার মানসিকভাবে কষ্ট হচ্ছে আপনারা আজকে 33 দিন 34 দিন আমিও কিন্তু রাতের পর রাত ঘুমাইনি কারণ আপনারা যখন রাস্তায় থাকেন আপনাদের আমাকেও কিন্তু পাহারাদার হিসেবে জেগে থাকতে হয় আমি আপনাদের কাছে যেটা বলতে এসেছি এত ঝড় বৃষ্টির মধ্যে প্রাকৃতিক দুর্যোগের মধ্যে আপনারা অনেক কষ্ট পেয়েছেন আর কষ্ট না করে যদি আপনারা কাজে ফিরতে চান আমি আপনাদের প্রতিশ্রুতি দিচ্ছি আপনাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো আমি কথা বলে সহানুভূতির সাথে আমি স্টাডি করব আমি অফিসারদের সাথে কথা বলবো আমি একা সরকার চালাই না আমার সাথে একটা চিফ সেক্রেটারি হোম সেক্রেটারি ডিজি পুলিশ সবাই আছেন আমি আপনাদের বলতে চাই আপনাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো আমি ভাববো আমি চিন্তা করব যদি কেউ দোষী হয় তিনি নিশ্চয়ই শাস্তি পাবেন আপনাদের দিদি হিসেবে আপনাদের কাছে আমি অনুরোধ করতে এসেছি আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রী নই আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রী হিসেবে বলতে আসিনি আমি আপনাদের দিদি হিসেবে বলতে এসেছি যাতে আপনারা না ভাবেন হ্যাঁ আমি চিফ মিনিস্টার আছি আমি একটা পার্টিও বিলংস করি কিন্তু আপনাদের কাছে এসেছি যদি বলেন অ্যাজ এ চিফ মিনিস্টার অ্যাজ এ এল্ডার সিস্টার এবং আপনাদের আন্দোলনের সমব্যথী এবং সমসাথী তাহলে আপনাদের অনুরোধ করব আমার কথা শুনুন আগেও আপনাদের সমস্যা আমি সমাধান করেছি এবং আবার আমি করবার চেষ্টা করব
So currently the representatives of the delegation from the West Bengal's Junior Doctors Front has gone in to hold the much anticipated talk with West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Now, talks come after Mamata Banerjee made a surprise visit today to Shastra Bhavan in the morning, and she said she comes there from the capacity of not a chief minister but as their Didi, which essentially means as their older sister, and advised them to get back to their work. And she also assured them that if they get back to their work, Mamata Banerjee would personally look at grievances and their demands, and she would review their requests, and at the same time, if anyone is found guilty, that person would be punished. Following that, the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front had sent an email to the Chief Minister's office stating that they would want to hold a meeting with the Chief Minister and discuss their five demand with her. So as following that, the doctors responded and the Chief Minister's office responded, and the doctors were called. A delegation of 15 people were called to West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's house, where they are currently inside and holding talks at the moment. Before that, prior to this particular correspondence or Mamata coming down to Shastro Bhavan on Thursday, we saw that the doctors had gone down to the State Secretariat or Nabanno to hold a meeting with West Bengal Chief Minister. However, that did not break the deadlock because the doctors wanted the meeting to be live streamed, which the government did not relent to, and the meeting was not live streamed. The email sent to the third letter that was sent from the Chief Minister's office to Mamata Banerjee stated that dear junior doctors, I am receipt of your email dated 11 September 2024. I would like to reiterate, while the state government is open to the meeting the delegates to ensure smooth functioning of the healthcare infrastructure in the state, the same cannot be done in any manner contrary to the direction passed by the Honorable Supreme Court for the resumption of work. As such, directions bind state. The state government is always willing to engage in a dialogue with the concerned stakeholders. You are aware that for a meaningful dialogue with your delegation, the Honorable Chief Minister waited for your positive response on last 2 consecutive dates. We would like to continue to engage with you and have a dialogue, and in this is informed that the proposed meeting for the restoration to normalcy to ensure treatment and health services to the common people shall be held at 5 p.m. today in the conference room at Nabanno. The second clause put before the junior doctors by the government was, the meeting shall be attended by a delegation of only 15 persons to ensure a smooth discussion. And lastly, the third condition which was put before the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front by the Chief Minister's office was, the meeting shall not be live telecasted, however, the same can be recorded to maintain transparency. This will serve the purpose intended from your end while also maintaining the sanctity of the proceedings, ensuring that all discussions are accurately documented. We look forward to your positive response and committed to working together behind the innumerable patients dependent on the government health infrastructure in the state. So this was the letter which was sent to the West Bengal Doctors Front by the Chief Minister's office asking them to come for a meeting. Now, just to give a recapitulation, this was the third such correspondence which was sent from the Chief Minister's office to the protesting doctors. Now, for the third consecutive letter, the junior doctors responded saying, Respected Sir, in reference to your mail received by us on 12th September 2024 at 2:11 p.m., we would like to state that we think the healthcare system of the state is in capable hands of our senior doctors, but we want to join our duties. For that, we are wholeheartedly willing to sit in a discussion with Honorable Chief Minister at 5 p.m. in Nabanno. We are sending a delegation team of adequate representation of 30 persons to ensure smooth discussion. We will send a list of names shortly. It would be really helpful from your side to have the meeting live streamed, as multiple discussions by Honorable CM were held in the manner previously. We are also willing to have a discussion with an open mind and clarity to general public. As the smooth functioning of the healthcare system is directly linked to our 5-point demands, we want to hold a discussion regarding the same. So this was the third letter which was sent to the Chief Minister's office, and this was the response which was, and then again sent back to the Chief Minister's office by the protesting doctors. Now, the protesting doctors had gone to Nabanno, which is the state secretariat, but the meeting did not happen. The Chief Minister waited 2 hours. Videos were circulated which showed that Chief Minister, along with Chandrima Bhattacharya, they were waiting inside Nabanno, but the doctors did not go in as they were hell-bent on their demand, which is they wanted the meeting to be live streamed. Now, this demand was not relented by the West Bengal government, and they said that of this gravity cannot be live streamed as the case is still sub judice. Subsequently, the Chief Minister held a press conference where she said that she is ready to resign if it is for the welfare of the people of her state, and she also mentioned that she is willing to hold a dialogue with the doctors. She waited for the past 2 consecutive days, but the doctors did not come. Today, as the Chief Minister visited in the morning, she said that I come here from the capacity of your older sister, and I come here and I tell you that please resume your duties as it is affecting the health system of the state. Now, today in the evening, a delegation has come down to Kalighat with residents of West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. The correspondence sent from the Chief Minister's office stated that a delegation of not more than 15 people would be attending this meeting. But from what we saw, a big bus had come in and over 30 people have gone in for the meeting. Now, the number essentially is not sure, but over people have gone in for the meeting. The talks are currently happening, and while I was, manning the camera on that side, we saw many questions or comments coming which say that will the deadlock end? That is a question that all of us are still waiting for an answer. A whole huge battery of media has, gathered right in front of West Bengal before West Bengal Minister Mamata Banerjee's house. We're all waiting here to see what happens or what transpires out of the meeting, which is currently being held at her residence between the protesting doctors and the Chief Minister herself. Today in the morning, Mamata Banerjee reiterated her stance, and she stated that she too is in the team of the protesting doctors, and she too wants this for a life so brutally cut short. It has been 37 days since the brutal rape and murder of the 31-year-old PGT doctor of Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. Mamata Banerjee today reiterated that while the doctors are rallying for justice, so is she, and she also stated that she also took out a rally which demanded capital punishment for the culprit, that the culprit be hanged and taken to task for a crime so heinous, crime so brutal. So she mentioned that, and she requested the doctors to get back to duty. Yesterday, Mamata Banerjee's, in a tweet, she said that she's announcing a small financial relief package for the bereaved family of people who have lost their lives, that she says is because of this siege work, this prolonged siege work which has been carried out by the junior doctors. So this 29 people have lost their lives as reported by Mamata Banerjee's office. So while the doctors have been protesting and rallying around their demands, rallying around their 5 points, people have not been getting proper treatment or the which is expected out of government.
আমি আপনাদের কাছে বলতে এসেছি, কাল সারা রাত ঝড় জল হয়েছে। আপনারা যখন কষ্ট পেয়েছেন, আমিও সারা রাত ঘুমোতে পারিনি। আমারও কষ্ট হয়েছে। এই ঝড় জলের মধ্যে আপনারা যেভাবে বসে আছেন, আমার মানসিকভাবে কষ্ট হচ্ছে। আপনারা আজকে 33 দিন 34 দিন, আমিও কিন্তু রাতের পর রাত ঘুমাইনি, কারণ আপনারা যখন রাস্তায় থাকেন আপনাদের আমাকেও কিন্তু পাহারাদার হিসেবে জেগে থাকতে হয়। আমি আপনাদের কাছে যেটা বলতে এসেছি, এত ঝড় বৃষ্টির মধ্যে, প্রাকৃতিক দুর্যোগের মধ্যে আপনারা অনেক কষ্ট পেয়েছেন। আর কষ্ট না করে যদি আপনারা কাজে ফিরতে চান, আমি আপনাদের প্রতিশ্রুতি দিচ্ছি, আপনাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো আমি কথা বলে সহানুভূতির সাথে আমি স্টাডি করব, আমি অফিসারদের সাথে কথা বলবো। আমি একা সরকার চালাই না, আমার সাথে একটা চিফ সেক্রেটারি, হোম সেক্রেটারি, ডিজি পুলিশ সবাই আছেন। আমি আপনাদের বলতে চাই, আপনাদের ডিমান্ডগুলো আমি ভাববো, আমি চিন্তা করব। যদি কেউ দোষী হয় তিনি নিশ্চয়ই শাস্তি পাবেন, এবং আমি চাই তিলোত্তমার বিচার হোক। আমি সিবিআইকে অনুরোধ করব যত তাড়াতাড়ি বিচার হোক, এমনকি 3 মাসের মধ্যে তারা যেন ফাঁসির অর্ডার দেয়। আমি একটা সিবিআইকে অনুরোধ করব আপনাদের প্ল্যাটফর্মে বসে, আর আপনাদের কাছে আবেদন জানাবো, আমাকে একটু সময় দিন, আমি ব্যাপারগুলো নিয়ে আমি চিন্তা ভাবনা করব। যদি আপনাদের আস্থা ভরসা আমার উপর থাকে, আমি কথা বলে সিদ্ধান্ত, অন্তত যদি কাউকে দোষী পাই আমি নিশ্চয়ই নেব। আমি আপনাদের এটুকু বলবার জন্য এসেছিলাম। আমি আশা করি আপনারা এত কষ্টের মধ্যে বৃষ্টিতে ভিজছেন এবং আপনাদেরও পরিবার পরিজন চিন্তায় আছে, এবং আমি মনে করি অনেক মানুষও মারা যাচ্ছেন। আপনারা প্লিজ দয়া করে, আপনারা আমাদেরই ঘরের ভাই বোন, আপনারা কাজে যোগদান করুন। এবং আমি বলতে পারি আপনাদের প্রতি আমি কোনো অবিচার করব না। আমি একটা কথা বলে যাই, হাসপাতালের ডেভেলপমেন্ট, ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচার সব কাজ আমরা শুরু করে দিয়েছি এবং করব। আমি সব হসপিটালের রোগী কল্যাণ সমিতিতে আমি প্রত্যেকটা একদম রাজ্য থেকে শুরু করে সব মেডিকেল কলেজ এবং মাল্টি সুপার হসপিটাল, যত রোগী কল্যাণ সমিতি আছে, আমি প্রিন্সিপালদের চেয়ারম্যান করব এবং তাতে জুনিয়র ডাক্তারও মেম্বার থাকবে, সিনিয়র ডাক্তারও থাকবে, নার্সও থাকবে, একজন পাবলিক রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ থাকবে এবং পুলিশ থাকবে। এই সিদ্ধান্ত আমি নিয়েছি। আপনাদের আরজিকর মেডিকেল কলেজেরও আমি রোগী কল্যাণ সমিতি ভেঙে দিলাম এবং সব মেডিকেল কলেজের আমি রোগী কল্যাণ সমিতি ভেঙে দিলাম। আমি নতুন করে এটা তৈরি করব এবং আপনাদের আমি বলতে পারি, বাদবাকি আপনাদের যে ডিমান্ড আছে আপনারা আমাকে বলেছেন, যদি সত্যি কেউ দোষী হয় দোষীরা শাস্তি পাবে। দোষীরা কেউ আমার বন্ধু নয়, দোষীরা কেউ আমার শত্রুও নয়। আর আপনারা যারা ভাবছেন কেউ আমার বন্ধু, আমি তাদের চিনি না, আমি তাদের চিনি না, আমি তাদের জানি না এবং আমাদের সাথে কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই। তারা এসছেন প্রসেসের মাধ্যমে, এই প্রসেস ফাইনাল হয়ে আমার কাছে আসে এবং তাই মাত্র 1 মাসের মধ্যে যারা এসছে তাদের কথা, যদি তারা কোনো ব্যাপারে এই খুনের সাথে, মার্ডারের সাথে, দুর্নীতির সাথে যুক্ত থাকে, আমি নিশ্চয়ই সাধ্যমতো চেষ্টা করব কথা বলে অ্যাকশন নেবার। আমি আবার আপনাদের কাছে বিনীত অনুরোধ করব যে আপনারা নিজেদের মধ্যে কথা বলুন, কথা বলে সিদ্ধান্ত নিন এবং আপনারা কাজে ফিরুন। আপনারা আমার ভাই বোন, এটুকু জেনে রাখবেন, মনে রাখবেন স্ট্রাইক র্যালি বন্ধ করে দিয়েছিল। আমি এসব করব না। আপনারা নিশ্চিন্ত থাকুন, কোন ডাক্তারের বিরুদ্ধে, কোন কারো বিরুদ্ধে কোন অ্যাকশন নেবার আমি বিরুদ্ধে। আমি জানি আপনারা অনেক কাজ করেন, মহৎ কাজ করেন। আপনাদের ছাড়া সিনিয়ররা, যেটা কিডনি ডিপার্টমেন্টে মারা গেছে, ক্যাথলেটও চেঞ্জ করতে পারেন না, ক্যাথেটার চেঞ্জ করতে পারে না। সেই জন্য আপনাদের আমাদের প্রয়োজন। আমি আপনাদের বলবো, আপনারা ভেবে চিন্তে সিদ্ধান্ত নিন। আর যদি আপনারা আমাকে বিশ্বাস করেন, আমি যখন আপনাদের ধর্ণা মঞ্চে আসতে পেরেছি আপনাদের একজন সহযোদ্ধা হিসেবে, তখন মনে রাখবেন যে আমি আপনাদের যদি আপনারা বিশ্বাস ভরসা রাখেন, বাদ বাকিটাও মনে রাখবেন। আমি আস্তে আস্তে করে, একদিনে তো সব হয় না, করতেও সময় লাগে। আমাকে একটু সময় দিন, আমি নিশ্চয়ই সাধ্যমতো চেষ্টা করব। আমি দুর্নীতির কোনো একটা টেন্ডার কেস আজ পর্যন্ত আমার কাছে আসেনি। কোন রোগী কল্যাণ সমিতি কি কাজ করে এটা আমি জানি না, এগুলো আমার আন্ডারে আসে না। তাও বলি, যদি আপনাদের কোনো কমপ্লেন থাকে, কমপ্লেনের ভিত্তিতে নিশ্চয়ই আমরা তদন্ত করব। এমনিতে বিনা কারণে কাউকে সাজা দেওয়া যায় না। তদন্তে যদি প্রমাণিত হয়, আমি নিশ্চয়ই সাজা দেব। আর একটা কথা, সুপ্রিম কোর্টে কেস চলছে, মনে রাখবেন 17 তারিখেও ডেট আছে। আমি চাই না আপনাদের কোনো ক্ষতি হোক। আপনাদের দিদি হিসেবে আপনাদের কাছে আমি অনুরোধ করতে এসেছি। আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রী নই, আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রী হিসেবে বলতে আসিনি, আমি আপনাদের দিদি হিসেবে বলতে এসেছি। যাতে আপনারা না ভাবেন, হ্যাঁ আমি চিফ মিনিস্টার আছি, আমি একটা পার্টিও বিলংস করি, কিন্তু আপনাদের কাছে এসেছি যদি বলেন অ্যাজ এ চিফ মিনিস্টার, অ্যাজ এ এল্ডার সিস্টার, এবং আপনাদের আন্দোলনের সমব্যথী এবং সমসাথী, তাহলে আপনাদের অনুরোধ করব আমার কথা শুনুন। আগেও আপনাদের সমস্যা আমি সমাধান করেছি এবং আবার আমি করবার চেষ্টা করব। আমাকে একটু সময় দিন। ভালো থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন। আর একটা কথা বলবো, যে যা খাবার দিচ্ছে সব খাবারটা খাবেন না। হ্যাঁ, নিশ্চয়ই জাস্টিস হবে। সিবিআই এর কাছে যান, বলুন তিলোত্তম কেসে জাস্টিস হোক। আমি আপনাদের কাছে আবেদন ছাড়া আর তো কিছু করতে পারি না, আমি আপনাদের জোর করতে পারি না। আমি আপনাদের কাছে আবেদন করে গেলাম, যদি আপনারা মনে করেন আপনাদের ধর্ণা মঞ্চে আসার ফলেও, আমি 26 দিন অনশন করেছিলাম, মনে রাখবেন সিপিএম গভর্নমেন্ট ছিল পাওয়ারে, একদিনের জন্য কেউ আমাকে কথা বলতে আসেননি। কিন্তু তা সত্ত্বেও আমি এসেছি, তার কারণ আমি মনে করি আপনাদের কাছে আসা মানে এটা নিজেকে ছোট করা নয়, এটা নিজেকে বড় করা। তাই আপনাদের আবার আবেদন করব, আপনারা বসুন, আপনারা আলোচনা করুন, করে সিদ্ধান্ত নিন। আমার এটা লাস্ট চেষ্টা আপনাদের জন্য করে গেলাম। বাদ বাকিরা যদি আমার ভোট ছেড়ে দেন, আপনারা জাস্টিস পাবেন, আপনারা ইনজাস্টিস হবে না, এটুকু আমি বলতে পারি। অনেক ধন্যবাদ, নমস্কার, এবং আপনাদের সকলকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানাই।
Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said today in the morning as she paid a surprise visit to the protesting junior doctors in front of Shastra Bhavan in a bid to break the impasse, which was, prevalent for so many days. Mamata Banerjee reiterated her stance and she stated that she is with the protesting doctors. She too is standing with the protesting doctor in their demand for justice. They are all asking for justice for a life so brutally cut short, and she said that she, along with the protesting junior doctors, once again requests to the CBI to conduct audio check. Okay. So she too with the junior doctors is, again demanding the same thing, which is justice for the 31-year-old life cut short so brutally. She once again stated that she urges the CBI to swiftly conduct the investigation. Having said that, she also requested the junior doctors to get back to their duties, and she stated that, if the junior doctors get back to their duties, she would make sure to look into into their demands, and she will make sure if anyone is found guilty would be punished for their offences. Tossing it back to Tamal, he will take you through a few audio clips.
Well, we are literally exchanging our place because it's raining, viewers. We can't really let the equipments be under the rain. We can, but the machine won't understand the pain. They would just call. For all the viewers who are joining us, thank you so much. You have all the options of watching this developing story on. Those who are choosing us to watch us here, we are ever grateful to you. Those who are from Kolkata, they know what is right behind me. Those who are not from Kolkata know this. Right behind us is the iconic gate of Kalighat temple that actually takes you inside Kalighat temple. Now, while we are reporting right outside the residence of the Chief Minister. Many people, passerby, while they were crossing, they were literally doing this, trying to raise their hands in the void, as Rabindranath Tagore said, in hope and anticipation. And the people out here, they're literally anticipating that the deadlock would end, the impasse would end. So at this juncture, the biggest talking point is as how the Saturday suspense had been building up and how it has unfolded to a point that it has come to this now, that the Chief Minister's residence is where the meeting is currently under. I can literally confirm that the meeting is underway, because I tried exchanging certain texts with the office of the Chief Minister, and no one is responding. And I'm taken back to Thursday, when the Chief Minister, after the failed meeting, had said that she and others had kept all their outside as part of the procedure, because they didn't want the students or the junior doctors to feel on the lesser playing ground. Thus, if it has to be not live streamed, so nobody would be coming to the room with their phones. And the Chief Minister herself without her phone, that's what she had said. So I'm expecting, because I'm not really getting any response from the people who are expected to be there, it seems like the meeting has started. I again cannot really confirm what is happening inside, because on Thursday we had tried speculating, we had tried suggesting the meeting has happened, it's about to end. Eventually it turned out to be absolutely in contrast. So today it seems like the meeting has started. It's been over an hour now that the junior doctors had gone inside, and we also know that this meeting is coming after Thursday, without, it seems like, the conditionality attached on Thursday that also included live streaming. There is no live streaming happening today as well. There is no live streaming likely to happen. Many viewers have been asking whether the live streaming would happen or not. The live streaming will not happen because it has not started, and in all likeliness the meeting has started. But coming another development which was equally shocking. Yesterday, which was the third day of the doctors' protest outside Shastro Bhavan, and the protest was on, and then suddenly there was an audio which was released by Trinamool Congress leader and spokesperson Kunal Ghosh. Now that audio clip was quite damning. Why? Because that audio clip indicated that there was an alleged conspiracy was being hatched to target the doctors, and execution of that would happen in such a manner that Trinamool Congress and the state government would be blamed. That's the allegation coming in from the state government, from Trinamool Congress, and the audio clip is quite damning. Now we are reporting on this not because Trinamool Congress has released it. We are reporting on this because police have registered a complaint, and on the basis of that complaint, 2 people have already been up. They have been arrested. Now in that audio clip, you would hear a conversation between 2 individuals, individual number 1 and individual number 2. While we are aware of the identities of these 2 individuals, but for the sake of sanctity, and of course in all fairness, because it's not been disclosed by police yet, we will not be revealing their identity, because their identities could also be sacrosanct. And if they are not guilty, and if they have not committed a crime, tossing their name in public would be unfair. But this conversation which happened between person 1 and person 2 is an exchange about an idea centering around an attempt to attack junior doctors on Thursday. Now this purported audio indicates the conversation happened on Thursday while the junior doctors had gone to Nobanno for the meeting, and the meeting never happened. And person 1 is saying that person 1 has received an order from a handler, and the handler has said, go ahead and do do what you've been asked to do. And what has the person been asked to do? Attack the junior doctors. Why? Because if the junior doctors all right, I have a breaking news now. All right, I have a breaking information now. Orko, am I there full frame? Okay, for all the viewers here, I can confirm the meeting has not started. We are breaking it here on NTT. The meeting has not started. It's been over one and a half hours. The meeting has not started. The Chief Minister is again inside the room. Hear me carefully. The doctors had gone there. The doctors have entered into the residence and they have not gone inside the meeting room. So I can confirm the meeting has not started, which means the live streaming issue seems to be the contention still existing. Number two, the invite to 15 people, but then there were 30 and 30 plus people had gone. I can confirm, we are breaking it here on News the Truth on NTT, the meeting has not started. After Thursday, this is Saturday. The Saturday suspense which had been building since afternoon after the Chief Minister visited, the Chief Minister went and asked them to go back to their duties. The doctors had reached out to the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister had, the Chief Secretary had responded that that you can come down to the residence of the Chief Minister and go for a meeting. But the meeting has not started. I can confirm this now. I have an official confirmation coming in from somebody who is there inside the Chief Minister's residence. And I can confirm the meeting has not started, which makes it very, very significant. Will this be a rerun of Thursday? Will this be a rerun of Thursday? Will this too be a failed talk? Will this be a failed meeting once again? Because minded, on Thursday, while the Chief Minister was there inside the auditorium and had been waiting, the video which came out essentially indicated that the meeting could not happen because the protesting junior doctors had stayed firm with their demand that they will only hold the meeting if the live streaming happens. And because live streaming was not allowed, the meeting did not happen. The doctors went back, and now cut to Saturday. Now the doctors have come down to the Chief Minister's residence. Yet the meeting has not started. The meeting has not started, as I have been told that some of them are willing to go inside, but others have refused to go inside for the meeting. One second. Okay, so meeting has not started. The Chief Minister apparently, as I just received a confirmation, the Chief Minister is there inside the meeting room, waiting for the doctors to go inside. The doctors have not gone inside, citing certain differences. They have not really confirmed as what is it, but we can break the news out here. The meeting has started. The meeting has not started between the junior doctors and the Chief Minister. Essentially, it seems like is an indication that the junior doctors possibly are still asking for the live streaming of the meeting. I do have a confirmation, people, viewers, I do have a confirmation. The meeting has not started. Whether the meeting starts now, again, I cannot confirm. Whether the doctors would walk inside the meeting room, again, we can't confirm. But minded, the doctors have come down inside the Chief Minister's residence. And now the meeting has not started, which only highlights there is a difference, a massive difference. And the difference, the point of difference again, could be on the very point which is live streaming. So yes, it is becoming very, very interesting, very, very interesting. We have been trying to recapitulate as what really happened. We are trying to give the recap as what really happened on Thursday, and it seems like it's a read. So, Orko, is it possible for you write a graphics? If possible, please write. Titash is sending you the words. Just put out a full frame graphics if possible. The meeting has not started between the junior doctors and the Chief Minister. It seems like the junior doctors are still holding on to their demand of live streaming. Please understand, it's been over 1.5 hours. The junior doctors were called at about 6 in the evening. They came here by 6:30 and they had gone inside straight. It's 7:47 now, so it's been over 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and the meeting has not started. We are breaking it here first, not into any kind of a competition with anyone, but just trying to assert that we, when deal with news, we try and be as truthful as possible. So without getting into speculation, we went with the speculation as whether the meeting would happen or not, going by what really happened on Thursday. And now I do have an official confirmation. The meeting has not started. Nobody has gone inside. Nobody can go inside. It's absolutely closed. The door leading to the Chief Minister's residence is absolutely shut. And if I can come this side, if I can just show you the anticipation which had been building up. I'm trying to move my camera very slowly. As you see, it's pouring heavily. Batch of media people who are all holding an umbrella, waiting outside. We have not been able to go inside the road, and of course for security reason, and obviously because the doctors had gone inside. But then whether the meeting would happen or not, again, it seems like there is a lot of question mark on it. A lot of question mark on it, because if the meeting had started, the meeting could have started by now. The meeting has not started is what makes it very interesting. I do have an official confirmation which says the Chief Minister is there inside the meeting room waiting for the doctors to come in, but the doctors have not gone inside the meeting room. So as far as the meeting is concerned, the meeting has not started, and I can show you this is the very road which goes inside the residence of the Chief Minister, and you are breaking it here that the Chief Minister's residence, while the doctors have gone inside, the meeting is not really happening, primarily because the doctors have not gone inside. Again, I say, the meeting has not started. It's been over 1.5 hours. The meeting between juniors and the Chief Minister has not started. I do have an official confirmation, and the reason why I'm breaking this news out here, the meeting has not started even though the doctors have gone inside. So obviously it is very, very significant. It's very, very significant. I do see. Okay, it has not started. I am continuously texting people. 1 second. One second, viewers, please bear with me. I'm trying to send a communication to somebody for official confirmation. All right, the meeting has not started. The meeting has not started. Again, I get an official confirmation. Inside the meeting. So obviously the meeting has not started, and confirm the meeting has not really started. The meeting between the junior doctors and the Chief Minister has not really started. So the entire arrangement and the bandobast that you see, be it from the police or from from media, it has essentially been on the very fact if the meeting deadlock. The meeting was expected to end the deadlock, but the meeting has not really started. Let me see if I. All right, the meeting has not started, and let me see if we have. Okay, Orko, is the graphics ready? Okay, play it full frame. Orko, please communicate with me. So the meeting has not started. Please play the graphics full frame. The meeting between the junior doctors and the Chief Minister has not started, and it seems like it is once again on the issue of live streaming. Well, the junior doctors have gone inside the residence of the Chief Minister. They are still waiting outside the meeting room. The Chief Minister is waiting inside the meeting room, and the junior doctors have not gone inside. I do have an official confirmation, and that's the reason I'm breaking this news. The Chief Minister is there inside the meeting room. The junior doctors have not walked inside. So basically, the junior doctors are possibly, standing firm on their principal demand. that if there is a meeting between the state, then the meeting has to be live streamed. And the state has made it very, very clear that the meeting cannot be live streamed for issues like the matter is sub judice, number one, and quote unquote, as being told last time, because of sanctity, because of the issue of sanctity. So obviously it comes out to a very interesting point. And obviously the tone and tonality of our reporting also changes. All this while there was a growing anticipation as what would be the outcome of this meeting. Now the tone is whether this would be a rerun of Thursday, whether it would be a rerun of Thursday. Thursday too, high drama unfolded outside the state secretariat, not for 1 hour or half an hour or few minutes, for good 3 hours. We had seen the Chief Minister hold a press conference, the Chief Secretary hold a press conference, the police DGP hold a press conference, junior doctors hold a press conference, and they've all put out their point of view. And it all came out to a point that, yes, the deadlock would continue. And the deadlock has continued till Saturday. But after, Saturday afternoon, it was almost building up like if the Chief Minister had gone there, paid a surprise visit, put out an olive branch and extended the grace, and of course the empathy. Will they now budge from their position and come from the meeting? Well, the judges, while suggesting that they appreciate the goodwill gesture that the Chief Minister had showed, and that they would insist on a meeting, they came for the meeting after the meeting was approved. In fact, 15 people were called, 30 or more have come, not odd, 30 or more have come, and they have all gone inside this very residence, this very lane which takes you to the Chief Minister's residence. But yet the meeting has not started. They came down at around 6:30, Titash, if I'm not wrong. So they came down here at 6:30. So by the time they must have gone through the security check and gone inside the Chief Minister's residence, could be another 10 minutes. And it's been over 1 hour. The meeting has not started, and I have an official confirmation that the Chief Minister is waiting inside the meeting room. Now, I've been inside the Chief Minister's residence multiple times during the course of coverage, during election time, and even beyond. And I'd seen as there, apart from the Chief Minister's room where she stays, outside next to the courtyard, there is also an auditorium kind of a space where most of the meetings happen. So over there, the Chief Minister is waiting, and the junior doctors have not gone inside. So it seems like, as far as live streaming is concerned, the live streaming continues to be the point of attention. Well, we are speculating, and possibly we would be 99.9% right that this is the only reason why junior doctors have not gone inside. Because if the meeting happens with the junior doctors, obviously all those who go inside would be talking, and that's how the exchange of communication happens. See, the junior doctors go inside, it cannot be a possibility that some would be allowed to talk and some won't be allowed to talk. So one fear and one apprehension, if all would get a chance to talk, is dismissed. Because last time too, the state maintained that they wanted everyone to talk, and in order to hear them out, officials from respective nodal departments, the health department, including the health secretary, were not called for the meeting. Because if the junior doctors had any kind of a concern for any particular officer, in that case, if the officer is present in the same very meeting room, it can create a atmosphere of not so friendly, if not hostile. So in that case, in order to avoid that, the junior doctors were assured that all the junior doctors would be allowed to speak in a free and fair manner with absolute freedom, and that's the reason, without any kind of a concern, they would be allowed to speak. And that's the reason nobody from the authoritative position, apart from the Chief Minister, the Minister of State and the Home Secretary, were there at the meeting room. Today too is no different. Minister of State Health, Chandrima Bhattacharya, has already come inside. So she, in all likeliness, was expected to be there inside the meeting room. The meeting has not started because it seems like the only possible point of contention that we can highlight could be live streaming. So live streaming had been a demand of the junior doctors. They had been demanding that live streaming be allowed, and live streaming be allowed so that there is transparency, because the state administration have held meetings which had been streamed live in the past, and that's the reason they wanted a live meeting. I'm trying to get closer, if possible, to see. I'm so sorry. If possible, to get a chance to see if the junior doctors are visible. Well, from this distance, I do not. In my bare eyes, I do not get to see the junior doctors on the street, and because the lane which is going inside, because the lane that is going inside has a bend. All right. there you see, this is the very lane. This is the very lane that you see is going inside. I do not see any crowd assembled. Maybe they have just gone inside the residence, but they have not gone inside the meeting room. I do have the confirmation, as I said, the meeting has not started, and the meeting has not started. It seems like primarily because this very issue that they wanted it to be live streamed, and again the denial has come from the Chief Minister's office. So yes, obviously we are expecting an official confirmation. We're not really sure if once again from the Chief Minister's residence anything would be released. All right, okay. I have pictures. I have got pictures. One second. All right, I have got pictures. I'm sending the pictures, please. Orko, are you ready? Okay, I'm sending you pictures. Fire them ASAP. All right, I want to show on the camera till the pictures get treated and become a MOV. So this is how it looks like. The Chief Minister is waiting outside the residence. The Chief Minister, the Home Secretary, the Chief Secretary Manoj Pant, the Home Secretary, Police DGP Rajiv Kumar, and the Chief. This is Chief Minister's residence. Is it? This is Chief Minister's residence. Okay. Okay. Now you see, this is the Chief Minister's residence, and she is standing outside the very gate of the Chief Minister. And look here. The meeting has not started. She is waiting for the doctors to come inside. So the meeting has not started. Look it first here on News the Truth on NTT that the meeting has not started, and we have now visual confirmation that the meeting has not started. Look here, the meeting has not started. I can show you more pictures one after the other. See, the meeting has not started. The meeting has not started. This is Chief Minister's residence. This is the court. This is where she lives. This is her house, and this is the very gate. Here. Okay, here, just press on the screen, it will take a focus on. So over here, as you see, the Chief Minister is waiting. Look here, the Chief Minister is waiting. This is the courtyard, and the Chief Minister is waiting out here, and the doctors have not gone inside. So obviously, we are trying to treat these pictures, and we would be putting them out or on the broadcast. The Chief Minister is waiting, and the meeting has not started. So obviously no speculations anymore. It is official, it is confirmed, the meeting has not started, and it seems like in very unlikely the meeting would happen. Very unlikely. If the point of contention is live streaming, hear it from me, the live streaming will not be allowed. The live streaming will not be allowed because the state has made it very clear that the state. Okay, so you have the pictures now, played full frame, and there you see the Chief Minister waiting at the very gate of her residence, and she is standing at the very entrance of the room she lives in. She is standing next to the Police DGP Rajiv Kumar, Chief Secretary Manoj Pant, Home Secretary. They're all waiting doctors to come inside, and the doctors have not gone inside. The doctors had not gone inside, and it's been over 1.5 hours, and that's why we can officially confirm that the meeting has not started, and it's very unlikely the meeting would happen, because if on Thursday this had been the point of concern that the meeting can only happen if the condition that is live streaming is met, and because the condition was not met, that's the reason the meeting never happened on Thursday. It seems like it would be a rerun of Thursday on Saturday. I would request my producer Orko to stay on with the pictures as long as you can, play them and keep them on the screen. So obviously the Chief Minister waiting outside the very door of the house, and the Chief Minister is waiting there with the DGP, and of course he's also waiting with the Chief Secretary and the Home Secretary. The meeting has not started. Now, as far as doctors are concerned, they have not really issued any statement as yet. So I am taking the chance and the risk of speculating, and I'm speculating it's a case of the live streaming issue. The meeting has possibly not happened. So obviously it is a big development. What happened on Thursday, it seems like it will be a rerun of Thursday, and it will be a rerun of Thursday. Meeting does not happen, then the doctors will be going back. Will that mean the doctors would go back to the protest side, will go back to the demonstration side, and their cease work would continue? It's again something we have to wait and watch, because at this juncture, At this juncture,
At at this juncture, it is difficult to say if the meeting is going to start. As we can see from the pictures, that West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, along with leaders, are waiting for the doctors to go inside and hold the meeting, the much anticipated meeting between West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and the delegation of the protesting juniors doctors of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front. A much anticipated meeting. Everyone was waiting to see what comes out of this meeting, or if not, the deadlock would break. We are currently waiting, and pictures have arrived. Visual proof has come that the meeting has not started, and live streaming could once again be a point of contention. As you know, last time it had happened. Last time on Thursday, the doctors had gone down to Nabanno, and West Bengal Chief Minister, after waiting for almost 2 hours, she left the State Secretariat building as the meeting between the doctors and the authorities was not possible. Again, the point of contention was live streaming. A demand that the state did not relent to. Now today again at the same time, while a delegation of 15 doctors were asked to come down to West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata's residence at Kalighat, a delegation of over 30 people had come down here, and we were waiting here for over an hour, and we got a confirmation just a while back that the meeting between West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and a delegation representing the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front hasn't begun as yet. Now the point of contention could be live stream. As you know, last day it was the same issue that had become a deterrent between the meeting between the CM and the protesting doctors.
so as we stay on with the visual, Orko, stay on with the visual, and of course, it is very significant to understand that the meeting has not started between the junior doctors and the chief minister. We broke the story first here. Even after 1 hour, 15 minutes, the meeting did not start. There was some sort of a lacuna as what is the concern. Now we have got picture proof to suggest the chief minister is waiting at the very gate of the residence, of her residence, where the junior doctors have come in. The junior doctors were there at Salt Lake, and the junior doctors have come down from Salt Lake of about 45 minutes, and they have come down here at Kalighat. They have taken the same very road, gone inside the very lane which takes you inside the residence of the chief minister, yet the meeting has not happened. It seems like purely because of the live streaming issue. And then let's go back to the email. Interesting is the chief minister. Interesting is when you talk about this email which was sent by the doctors did not put this condition today in that email. Doctors purely said they want to have a meeting. Doctors said that you want to come down and have a meeting. Doctors even said we are grateful to you for you have showed an exceptional goodwill. I mean, use of adjective can also indicate intent. Exceptional goodwill. I do understand you are writing to the chief minister. Your language has to be of that standard, but exceptional goodwill. So you say the gesture of the chief minister making a surprise visit to the Dharna spot outside Shastra Bhavan is an exceptional gesture by coming amidst us in this adverse weather. And then they have not put out any kind of a condition that they would want the live streaming to happen. Yet it seems like that is the only contention. Minded in this very letter, in this email that was sent to the chief minister in this afternoon after the CM went there, it says that we take this as a welcome step towards our smooth discussion and collective clarity of our 5-point demands, for which we have been protesting peacefully for the past 35 days. Now, what are the 5 demands? 5 demands are not effectively live streaming of the meeting. What is demand number 1? Justice for Tilottama. What is demand number 2? Remove Police Commissioner Vineet Goyal. What is demand number 3? Take disciplinary action against DC North and DC Central and DC North. And what was the other demand? The other demand was secured environment. Okay, the others remove the chief secretary. So when you count your demands in your memorandum, that demand essentially highlighted as 5 demands are the 5 demands on which the meeting is expected to happen. Yes, in Thursday's communication, it was a condition attached that they would want 30 people to go, and they would also want live streaming of the meeting. While 30 people never became a point of concern. All right, I do have the exchange of communication that happened on Thursday. Now please viewers, go through this. That was sent by the junior doctors to the chief minister. Justice for Abhay, as I said, was demand number 1. Suspension of Shondeep, demand number 2. Suspension of Shondeep Ghosh, demand number 2. Action against incompetent and complacent police authority, removal of police Vineet Goyal, Commissioner of Police, and disciplinary action against DC North and DC Central. Demand number 3. What is demand number 4? Proper security in all hospitals and government healthcare centers. And demand number 5, end threat culture. Where is demand number 6? That it has to be a live stream demand. They have attached a condition. They have attached a condition in that very letter. There are detailed pointed proposals regarding all the aforementioned demands, which we will be discussing with you in person. We would also appeal delegation team should be at least 30 representatives, and the meeting should be live telecast. So that was the communication which happened on Thursday. And today, if you go back, if you juxtapose what they said on Thursday and what they wrote on Saturday, as I said, Thursday's email and Saturday's email are more or less same. Both tones are respectful. Both suggest that they would want to discuss on the 5-point demand. But Thursday's email and the exchange of communication effectively had the condition that they would want it to be live streamed, which was missing conspicuously from Saturday's email. You wanted a meeting, you did not attach that condition, that do you want the meeting to be live streamed? But now the meeting has not really happened, because some of them have objected that if the meeting happens, the meeting would be live streamed, and that's what you're getting as a confirmation now. So we kind of broke this story first. Again, I say we are not in competition with anyone. We do not indulge in speculations at all, and that's the reason we did not officially confirm that the meeting has started. We were presuming, since they have gone inside and it's been over an hour, the meeting might start, and given the fact I was no responses from people inside the residence of the Chief Minister. But now that I have the official confirmation along with pictorial proof, it is a clear indication that what happened on Thursday is going to be a rerun of that. The meeting has not started, and in all likeness, if both sides stay firm with the demand that if the meeting happens, will have to happen under live streaming, and if that is not acceptable by the Chief Minister, by the state, in that case, it's a limbo once again. It goes back to the flux. It goes back to that same limbo. So basically, it is a very curious case as things are developing. While they had gone inside, okay, more vehicles are coming in. I don't know who. Let me just see who is coming inside. All right, there is no one inside. Not really sure if. Okay, there are vehicles going inside. It's a vehicle which is going inside, but I did not see anyone. Inside. There was one person seated at the front, and there was a bag which was kept behind, but I did not see anyone behind. I'm trying to, I'm not speculating, but then again, it builds up to an interesting development, because not really sure if Abhishek Banerjee is coming inside. I don't think so. He would go, because had he been there, that information might have come out by now. And I had seen him using this vehicle in the past, so I was presuming if he is coming in. Well, I didn't see anyone. So a vehicle have just gone inside, and again, honestly speaking, I don't know what to say. I am laughing at my inability to give you a concrete information at this juncture as what could happen next. I'm literally laughing at this very aspect as whether we will be able to give out any concrete information any further, because what happened on Thursday, it seems like it would be a rerun of Thursday. The meeting has not started. The meeting won't happen. Ashbe, Dada? So the meeting has not started, and I'm not really sure if the meeting would take place now. The pictures are very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, because on Thursday we had seen the picture come out from the auditorium, an empty auditorium where the Chief Minister could be seen seated at a chair, on a chair, sorry, beg your pardon, and the room was absolutely empty. And these pictures which we are playing those visuals, right? These pictures are very, very clear that the meeting has not started, and once again, it is like the Chief Minister waiting at the very gate of her house. So she is waiting at the very gate of her house along with the DGP, along with the Secretary, along with the Home Secretary, all the 4 people who were expected to be part of the meeting, all the 4 people who were expected to be part of the meeting on Thursday. So all of them are seen to be waiting, and what you have been given to understand, the meeting has not started because the doctors have not gone inside the meeting room. And it seems like the doctors have not gone inside the meeting room because of the issue of live streaming. So obviously there had been lot of talks doing rounds as whether live is more important than live. I remember my colleague Titash had said it live on air on Thursday while she was there on the live broadcast. She said there are doing rounds as whether life is less important than live, and especially given the fact that there is a health crisis which has almost erupted. The state is on record that 29 people have lost their lives. The state is on record that all 29 bereaved families have been given an ex gratia of 2 lakh as a small financial token, quote unquote, token financial assistance. The state is on record that more than 1 lakh people are extremely affected because of the cease work, and thus the health crisis which has developed, for which the junior doctors are not taking any responsibility, rather saying that if health system is paralyzing with the absence of junior doctors from the workspace, it also talks about the poor health infrastructure in the state. So the junior doctors are also in a way passing the buck on the state government. The state government is saying that as soon as the deadlock ends, it would be better for the health infrastructure and for those who need medical intervention. At this juncture, yes, it was seemingly looking like that the deadlock might end. It's been 34 days of the cease work of the junior doctors since 9th of August, when the brutal rape and murder happened of the 31-year-old PGT doctor. We had seen, we had hundreds and hundreds of protests in the past 37 or 38 days. So 37 to 38 days. We have seen the family members of the bereaved family. They have also extended their support to the protest demanding justice. And as I began this class by suggesting that there is no disagreement when it comes to seeking justice for one and all. So at this point in time, while justice seems to be the centrifugal force which had brought people or united people, but then apart from justice for Tilottama or Abhaya or Nirbhaya 2 or as I disapprove such names, the medical doctor, the PGT doctor, 31-year-old doctor from Arjikar Medical College and Hospital, while the justice for her had been the centrifugal force that brought people together, it seems like they have many other points of concern also emerged in days that followed. For example, the doctors going on a cease work, the junior doctors precisely going on a cease work. Now, they going on a cease work had also created a kind of opinion, and not all is in favor of the junior doctors. There are doctors from the same fraternity who have kind of... Okay, so we also have a version of the doctors now. Let's play the doctor's bite. Let's play the doctor's version. And it is becoming extremely interesting. If you have pictures of the Chief Minister waiting outside her residence, you also have a statement coming in from the doctors who are putting across their point of view. Play it full frame.
আমরা এখানে কালীঘাটে মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর বাড়ির সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে আছি এবং আমরা বিশ্বের মধ্যে দাঁড়িয়ে আছি। আমাদেরকে সিনিয়র অফিসিয়ালসরা আসেন প্রথমে কথা বলতে। আমরা তাদেরকে জানাই যে আমরা স্বচ্ছতার দাবিতেই এসেছি। চিফ সেক্রেটারি স্যার আসেন, আমরা জানাই যে স্বচ্ছতার দাবিতে আমরা এখানে এসেছি এবং আমরা লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং চাইছি। ওনারা বলেন যে এটা যেহেতু মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর বাড়ি, তাই লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং করা এখান থেকে সম্ভব নয়। আমরা ওনাদেরকে বলি রিকনসিডার করতে। ওনারা বারবার দফায় দফায় আলোচনা করে আমাদেরকে জানান যে এটা কোনোভাবেই সম্ভব নয়। আমরা নিজস্ব ভিডিওগ্রাফার নিয়ে এসেছিলাম। আমাদের ভিডিওগ্রাফারকে আমরা বলি যে ভেতরে নিয়ে যাওয়ার অ্যালাউ করতে এবং ভিডিওগ্রাফির ফুল প্রসেসটা যাতে আমরাও করতে পারি, দ্বিপাক্ষিক একটা যাতে ভিডিওগ্রাফির ব্যবস্থা হয়, সেই কথাটা আমরা ওনাদেরকে রিকোয়েস্ট করি। ওনারা আবারও একই কথা ওনারা দফায় দফায় আলোচনা করে জানান যে সেটাও সম্ভব নয়। এরকম একটা জায়গায় গিয়ে আমরা ওনাদের কাছে খুব স্পষ্টত প্রশ্ন জানাই যে ঠিক কী কারণে আমাদের ভিডিওগ্রাফারকে অ্যালাউ করা যাবে না। আমরা যেখানে এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে আছি এবং কন্টিনিউয়াস আমাদের ভিডিও তোলা হচ্ছে, তাতে ওনারা জানান যে এটা একটা সিকিউরিটি জোন, তার জন্য তোলা হচ্ছে। আমরা সে কথাও মেনে নিয়ে তাদেরকে জানাই যে তাহলে তাদের যে ভিডিও ওনারা তুলবেন বলছেন, সেই ভিডিওর সমস্ত ভিডিওগ্রাফি প্রসেসের সাথে আমাদের যাতে একজন প্রতিনিধি থাকে, যাতে কোনো রকম কোনো টেকনিক্যাল সমস্যা হলে সে যাতে ব্যাপারটা দেখতে পারে, এবং তারপর পুরো মিটিংয়ের শেষে যেন পুরো ভিডিওটি আমাদেরকে হ্যান্ড ওভার করা হয়। আমরা এর কারণ খুবই মানে ওনাদেরকে নম্রভাবে এটা জানাই যে এর কারণ আমাদের প্রতি মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর অবিশ্বাসের কোনো ব্যাপার নেই, বা সাধারণ মানুষের প্রতি মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর কোনো অবিশ্বাসের ব্যাপার নেই। এটা আমাদের প্রতি আমাদের যে ডক্টরি মাস, যারা ডাক্তারি জনতা যারা এখন এই মুহূর্তে স্বাস্থ্য ভবনের সামনে রাস্তায় বসে আছে, তাদের কাছে জবাব দেওয়ার জন্য যে আমরা কী কথা বলেছি, এই উত্তরটি অত্যন্ত প্রয়োজন। কিন্তু অত্যন্ত দুঃখের সঙ্গে আমরা দেখছি যে এখনও আমরা অপেক্ষা করছি
Ready? All right, so we have played both these sides, all right? You can't say that we have shown one side and we haven't shown the other one. So obviously we have tried showing the doctor's version as well. The doctor's version is that they wanted live streaming, sorry ma'am. They want streaming, and if live streaming is not possible, like the state had announced, they would be recording the entire meeting. The doctors have said if live streaming is not possible, then they would also record. Again, what has been told to the doctors, that because of security concerns, please understand this is the Chief Minister's residence. Because of security concerns, we cannot allow recording that, but as far as the meeting is concerned, would be recorded. So as far as documentation, video documentation of the meeting is concerned, live streaming and video documentation, these are the only 2 points at this point in time which is becoming the major concern, the reason why the meeting has not happened, and the meeting very unlikely will happen. Because Thursday, if the state has not budged from the position, there is no special reason for the state to budge from the reason today, and it become exceptional. So obviously it becomes very, very interesting to see as what would happen next, as whether anyone would again, while they say it's not a matter of one-upmanship, it seems like it's slowly becoming a matter of one-upmanship, as whether the meeting would be allowed and under the scanner of the camera. So obviously that is not the case, and the meeting is certainly not happening because either sides have not agreed in the way they want the meeting to be recorded. The Chief Minister's residence has made it very clear that the meeting cannot be recorded by the junior doctors, and it cannot be live streamed. As far as recording the meeting is concerned, for documentation purpose, it will be recorded, and the recording would be done by the state, by the Chief Minister's office. So obviously, to which the junior doctors have disagreed. I find it extremely interesting that you do not highlight that in your email. You do not set that condition in your email. You come down from Salt Lake for the meeting. You are the one who proposed the meeting ASAP, as early as possible. The meeting got approved. You come down from Salt Lake, you come up to the residence, and then the meeting does not happen because you go back to the old condition which you had attached during Thursday, that the meeting can only happen if it happens under the scanner of the all right, I do think I have a video as well. One second. I do think I have a video. Let me just put it up. Okay. All right, Orko, I'm sending you a video. Please play that video. Play that video. Chief Minister standing at the gate. All right, I have sent you one video, and let me just see if I can. Okay, the Chief Minister has also gone and spoken to the junior doctors. I can confirm the junior doctors are actually waiting right outside the entrance of the residence of of the Chief Minister. Orko, this is more important. Please play this out. A 5-minute video. Okay, I have sent you a 5-minute 39 seconds video. Please play that video ASAP. Please play that video. Okay, the Chief Minister has got. Okay. Okay, those who are connecting with us, viewers, I thank you all for connecting with us, and you're getting all the latest information from the ground out here. We are trying to keep you updated with the information which is correct and which is true, and of course which is breaking first here on NTT. So yes, the Chief Minister had been waiting there. Now I am showing you a video of the Chief Minister simply not waiting, but the Chief Minister has also gone at the gate to speak with the junior doctors. Is the sequence ready? Is the sequence? Huh? Okay, play it full frame. Play it full frame. Play it full frame, please. With the audio.
প্লিজ তোমাদের ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, তোমরা ভিতরে যাবো, তোমাদের বসতেও জায়গা দেওয়া হচ্ছে। দেখো আমি তোমাদের এখনো হাত জোর করে বলেছি, আমি তোমাদের বলছি যে তোমরা একটা কাজ করো, আমিও কিন্তু 2 ঘন্টা তোমাদের জন্য অপেক্ষা করছি। তোমাদের প্রত্যেকে ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, সামনে বসার ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে, তোমরা ভিজবে না, আমার এটা অনুরোধ থাকলো। কেন ভিজছো? তোমাদের জন্য আমি তো জায়গা করে রেখেছি। আর আমি আবার বলি, তোমাদের চিঠিতেও কোথাও লাইভ স্ট্রিমিংয়ের কথা লেখা নেই, আমাদের চিঠিতেও লেখা নেই। আমরা টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করে রাখছি এবং তোমাদের শেয়ার করবো আমরা মিনিটস, এবং এটা আমরা কেউই রিলিজ এখন করবো না, যেহেতু কোর্টে কেস চলছে। আমরা এটা সময় মতো কোর্টের কেসটা একটু শেষ হয়ে গেলে তোমাদের দিয়ে দেবো, তোমাদের কেউ একদিন ওয়াচ করতে পারো যে আমরা টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করবো। নিশ্চিন্তে থাকো, এইটুকু আমার প্রতি ভরসা রাখতে পারো। তোমাদের মিসলিড করবো না, তোমাদের কোনোই করবো না। তোমরা কেন ভিড়বে? আমি 2 ঘন্টা তোমাদের জন্য দাঁড়িয়ে আমিও ভিড়ছি। আমার চিফ সেক্রেটারি, আমার ডিজি পুলিশ, আমার আইবি হেড, আমার হোম সেক্রেটারি মন্ত্রী, আমরা সবাই ওয়েট করছি। তোমাদের সকলকে ছাতা দিয়েছে এই কারণে যে তোমরা যাতে না ভেজো, এবং তোমাদের বসবার জন্য পাশে অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করা আছে। তোমরা অন্তত মিটিং না করে একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। এসো না, আসছো না কেন? ভেতরে ঢুকছো না কেন?
আমাদের আমরা যদি না যেতে পারি, যারা আমাদের যদি আমরা পুলিশ করে ম্যাডাম আমরা কেন দিচ্ছি, কারণ ম্যাডাম আমাদের যারা এখন আমাদের ব্যাটসম্যানরা বন্ধুরা।
শোনো, আমি একটা কথা বলি, তারা তো তোমাদের ট্রাস্ট করে পাঠিয়েছে, তোমাদের আসার কথা ছিল 15 জন, তোমরা এসছো 40 জন। একটা লোকের বাড়িতে তুমি বলো 40 জনের কি বসার জায়গা থাকতে পারে? তা সত্ত্বেও তোমরা ছোটরা এসছো, আমি তোমাদের জন্য সব অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করে রেখেছি। প্লিজ এসো তোমরা, আমি তোমাদের অনুরোধ করবো তোমরা এসো। যদি মিটিং করতে ইচ্ছে না করে তোমরা একটা চা খেয়ে যাও, এবং দরকারে তোমরা যারা ভিজেছো, আমার কাছে কাপড় জামা আছে, আমি তোমাদের দিয়ে দিচ্ছি জামা কাপড় প্রচুর। তোমরা ভিজো না, এটা তোমাদের কাছে আমার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকবে। তোমরা আমার সাথে কথা বলবে বলেছিলে বলেই কিন্তু আমার ডাকা। দেখো তোমার আজকে কিন্তু অনুরোধ তোমাদের কাছ থেকে এসেছিল, কারণ আমি ওখানে যাওয়ার পর সেখানে কোথাও লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং এর কথা লেখা ছিল না, এবং আমরাও লিখিনি, তোমরাও লেখনি। সেদিনকে তোমরা লিখেছিলে, তা সত্ত্বেও তোমরা তো বুঝবে এখানে একটা সিকিউরিটির ব্যাপারও আছে। লক্ষ্মী ভাই বোনের আমার, তোমরা মানুষের স্বার্থে এসো, এবং তোমরা আমার সাথে কথা না বলতে পারো, তোমরা একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। আমি তো তোমাদের বলেছি, যেহেতু কোর্টে ব্যাপারটা বিচারাধীন আছে, তোমাদের মিনিটস আমি করে দেবো, মিটিং এর মিনিটস করে দেবো। পুরো ভিডিও আমি আজকে দিতে পারবো না, আমি মিনিটস করে দেবো। ভাই তোমরা ঠিক করো, তোমরা যদি কেউ আসতে চাও আমি সবাইকে বলবো, যারা যারা আসতে চান তারা দয়া করে আসুন। তাহলে আপনারা যদি নাই এসে বাড়িতে মিটিং করেন, তাহলে আপনারা আমাকে চিঠি দিলেন কেন? এত অসম্মান কেন করছেন? অনেক অসম্মান করছেন আপনারা। আগেও 3 দিন আমি 2 ঘন্টা করে অপেক্ষা করেছি, আমি যার জন্য আপনাদের কাছে নিজে ছুটে গিয়েছিলাম। প্লিজ এইটুকু রেসপেক্ট তো দেবেন। আমি তো আমারও দৌড়াতে আছে তোমাদের জন্য। আমি তোমাদের বলছি, শুনো, তোমরা ছোট, আমি বড়, কিন্তু মনে রেখো আমি আন্দোলন করার লোক, আমি আন্দোলনকে মর্যাদা দিতে জানি। তাই তোমাদের কাছে তোমরা আসার আগে আমি ছুটে গিয়েছিলাম। তোমাদের আমি বলছি, কেউ কেউ আমি জানি না কারা এর মধ্যে আছো কারা নেই, কিন্তু আমি তোমাদের সবাইকেই বলবো, ফরগেট পলিটিক্স। মানুষের স্বার্থে এসো কথা বলো। আমি তোমাদের দেখো, যদি তোমরা কথা বলতে না চাও তাহলে তোমাদের বলবো তোমরা ভিজো না। তা আসছো না কেন? তা আসছো না কেন? আমরা আসছো না কেন? তোমরা ভিডিওর কথা দেখোনি। কনফারেন্স থাকবে, নোটু মিনিটস করে দেবো, মিনিটস করে মিনিট সই করে দেবো। আমাদের গভর্নমেন্টের পক্ষ থেকেও সই করবে, তোমাদের পক্ষ থেকেও একজন সই করবে। ভাই তোমাদের সব ডিমান্ড তো আমি মানতে পারি না। আমি তোমাদের আগেও বলেছি কেন আমি ভিডিও তোমাদের কাছে আজকেই দিতে পারছি না, বাট টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করা। আমি ভিডিও তোমাদের তখনই দেবো আমি সুপ্রিম কোর্ট থেকে পারমিশন নিয়ে দেবো। আমি কথা দিচ্ছি, আমি ভিডিও আমরাও কেউ ইউজ করবো না, আমরাও ইউজ করবো না, আমরা ট্রান্সপারেন্সি মেইনটেইন করবো। দেখো আমি তোমাদের বলি, আমি হাত জোর করে বলছি, যদি আজকে প্লিজ এসো, কিন্তু তোমরা ভিজো না। তোমাদের অসুখ করলে আমার খারাপ লাগবে, প্লিজ এসো। অন্তত মিটিং না করো, তোমরা আমার কাছে এক কাপ চা খেয়ে যাও। ছাতা লাগাও, ছাতা লাগাও প্লিজ। তোমাদের ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, তোমরা ভিতরে যাও, তোমাদের বসতেও জায়গা দেওয়া হচ্ছে।
So you saw the entire sequence, and I request Orko to play that second frame. So the Chief Minister has walked out of her residence. She has walked out of her residence and has approached the junior doctors. We can confirm the junior doctors are waiting right outside her residence at the very entrance. They have not walked inside. They have not gone for the meeting. The story that you broke here first on NTT, we are reiterating. The point of concern is live streaming. Now there are two options which have been put out by the junior doctors: either live streaming or they be allowed to record on their respective medium, be it phone or camera. Now the message which has been communicated to them, because of security concerns, the Chief Minister's residence, live streaming and of course recording on phones will not be allowed. But then the video record could happen of the meeting from the end of the Chief Minister's office, to which the junior doctors have not agreed, and thus they have not gone inside the meeting room. So as far as the impasse is concerned, it continues. It all continues. We can see in that very video, Chief Minister walking out of a residence and in folded hands, trying to request them, please come for the meeting, go back to your duties, end this deadlock, we are here for you. We will definitely consult your demands, but come for the meeting. But then the junior doctors have not gone inside the meeting room, and we can confirm the meeting has not really started. Well, the meeting could happen or not, again, there is a big question mark on that. But the Chief Minister, we can see, has just come out of a residence and has gone and approached the doctors, the junior doctors, and of course the junior doctors with the message for the meeting. The meeting has not started, and very unlikely the meeting would happen. Very unlikely, because it seems like it's going to be a rerun of Thursday. So yes, at this point in time, lot of again, I'm sorry to use that word, but then in lack of a better word, as in dramatic turn of it and as it's unfolding, we get to see the Chief Minister accepting the proposal to have a meeting today itself. The Chief Minister called the meeting at her residence. The doctors come down from Salt Lake, from Shastra Bhavan, from the protest demonstration site. They came down to Kalighat, the same road outside which we were standing. They have gone up from the house, and then they have not walked inside the house. They have not walked for the meeting, because their demand is the meeting be live telecast or be allowed to be recorded from their end. So yes, the deadlock continues, the impasse continues, and it seems like live streaming and recording of the meeting is becoming the point of concern. The state government on Thursday had denied permission for live streaming. Today the Chief Minister's office has also denied permission for live streaming of the meeting, citing this is the residence of the Chief Minister, and also because of concern, the meeting cannot be live streamed. The video recording of that cannot really happen. But imagine, from State Secretariat, now it has come literally at the door of the Chief Minister's residence. Literally has come to the doors of the Chief Minister's residence. The junior doctors have literally gone inside. With information, they have gone inside It's not like a protest that somebody would be stopped, but they were allowed to walk inside. They have gone inside, and the meeting was expected to happen. The meeting is not happening because the junior doctors have decided not to go for the meeting with the single point demand that apart from the 5 demands which are there on the deadline which they want to have the discussion, but they want the discussion to be either live streamed or it be allowed to be recorded at their end. So that has not been allowed, and that's the reason why the meeting has not really started and the meeting is not happening. Interestingly, as I said, from State Secretariat, as was expected to happen for the first time, and as it happened for the first time in the past so many days, that the junior doctors who were part of the protest had gone up to the Secretariat, yet they did not walk inside the meeting room. Similarly, today they have literally come down to the residence of the Chief Minister, and yet the meeting has not really happened. Also, I would request you to play the soundbite of the doctors. In all fairness, we have to show both sides. So the junior doctors, their version has to be played out in equal number of times. So please keep it ready. The junior doctors have also issued a statement as why they have not gone inside the meeting room, and this is what they have said. Also, kindly play it.
এবং এটা আমরা কেউই রিলিজ এখন করব না, যেহেতু কোর্টে কেস চলছে। আমরা এটা সময় মতো কোর্টের কেসটা একটু শেষ হয়ে গেলে তোমাদের দিয়ে দেবো, তোমাদের তো একদিন ওয়াচ করতে হবে।
We will be playing the soundbite of the junior doctors. We will be playing the soundbite of the junior doctors, and obviously the junior doctors have also issued a statement. The junior doctors said they will only walk into the meeting room if the meeting is allowed to be video recorded from their end, or if it's being allowed to be live streamed. Now both have been denied permission, and that's why the meeting has not really started. But in dramatic turn of events, we first saw the Chief Minister waiting outside the residence, and then we saw the Minister come out of a residence, literally walk out of the gate and reach out to the junior doctors in folded hands. She also said that আমি হাত জোড় করে আপনাদেরকে অনুরোধ করছি বৃষ্টিতে ভিজবেন না, please come inside. The junior doctors are completely drenched because they are not holding an umbrella and it's pouring incessantly, mercilessly I would say. So the juniors are completely drenched. They are standing outside the house of the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister comes out of a residence and then reached out to the junior doctors for the second time in one single day, in less than 12 hours. If in the afternoon she had paid a surprise visit and gone to the protest demonstration site, sat on the very chowki, junior doctors were also sitting. But
আমি তোমাদের জন্য সব অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করে রেখেছি, প্লিজ এসো তোমরা।
So the junior doctors have not gone inside the meeting room, and the junior doctors have this to say. The junior doctors have this to say. Please play the soundbite. Please play the soundbite.
মুখ্যমন্ত্রী বাড়ির সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে আছি এবং আমরা বৃষ্টির মধ্যে দাঁড়িয়ে আছি। আমাদেরকে সিনিয়র অফিসিয়ালসরা আসেন প্রথমে কথা বলতে। আমরা তাদেরকে জানাই যে আমরা স্বচ্ছতার দাবিতেই এসেছি। চিফ সেক্রেটারি স্যার আসেন, আমরা জানাই যে স্বচ্ছতার দাবিতে আমরা এখানে এসেছি এবং আমরা লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং চাইছি। ওনারা বলেন যে এটা যেহেতু মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর বাড়ি, তাই লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং করা এখান থেকে সম্ভব নয়। আমরা ওনাদেরকে বলি রিকনসিডার করতে, ওনারা বারবার দফায় দফায় আলোচনা করে আমাদেরকে জানান যে এটা কোনোভাবেই সম্ভব নয়। আমরা নিজস্ব ভিডিওগ্রাফার নিয়ে এসেছিলাম, আমাদের ভিডিওগ্রাফারকে আমরা বলি যে ভেতরে নিয়ে যাওয়ার অ্যালাউ করতে এবং ভিডিওগ্রাফির ফুল প্রসেসটা যাতে আমরাও করতে পারি, দ্বিপাক্ষিক একটা যাতে ভিডিওগ্রাফির ব্যবস্থা হয় সেই কথাটা আমরা ওনাদেরকে রিকোয়েস্ট করি। ওনারা আবারও একই কথা, ওনারা দফায় দফায় আলোচনা করে জানান যে সেটাও সম্ভব নয়। এরকম একটা জায়গায় গিয়ে আমরা ওনাদের কাছে খুব স্পষ্টত প্রশ্ন করা নাই যে ঠিক কী কারণে আমাদের ভিডিওগ্রাফারকে অ্যালাউ করা যাবে না। আমরা যেখানে এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে আছি এবং কন্টিনিউয়াস আমাদের ভিডিও তোলা হচ্ছে, তাতে ওনারা জানান যে এটা একটা সিকিউরিটি জোন, তার জন্য তোলা হচ্ছে। আমরা সে কথাও মেনে নিয়ে তাদেরকে জানাই যে তাহলে তাদের যে ভিডিও ওনারা তুলবেন বলছেন, সেই ভিডিওর সমস্ত ভিডিওগ্রাফি প্রসেসের সাথে আমাদের যাতে একজন প্রতিনিধি থাকে, যাতে কোনো রকম কোনো টেকনিক্যাল সমস্যা হলে সে যাতে ব্যাপারটা দেখতে পারে এবং তারপর পুরো মিটিংয়ের শেষে যেন পুরো ভিডিওটি আমাদেরকে হ্যান্ড ওভার করা হয়। আমরা এর কারণ খুব খুবই মানে ওনাদেরকে নম্রভাবে এটা জানাই যে এর কারণ আমাদের প্রতি মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর অবিশ্বাসের কোনো ব্যাপার নেই বা সাধারণ মানুষের প্রতি মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর কোনো অবিশ্বাসের ব্যাপার নেই। এটা আমাদের প্রতি আমাদের যে ডক্টরি মাস, যারা ডাক্তারি জনতা যারা এখন এই মুহূর্তে স্বাস্থ্য ভবনের সামনে রাস্তায় বসে আছে, তাদের কাছে
the junior doctors as what they have to say. We also know, as a matter of fact, the Chief Minister is there at the very gate of a residence. Again, a confirmation is there. As you can also make out from the video, there is an arrangement done for the junior doctors to go and sit. Umbrellas have been given to the junior doctors so that they be drenched, but they have not gone inside the meeting room. Orko, if you can play that sequence once more, the 5-minute long sequence, is it possible? Okay, so play that sequence full frame with audio. Play that sequence once again. Show when the Chief Minister had come out of a residence and had addressed junior doctors. Please play that 5-minute long sequence in entirety. Play that.
প্লিজ, তোমাদের ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, তোমরা ভিতরে যাবো, তোমাদের বসতেও জায়গা দেওয়া হচ্ছে। দেখো, আমি তোমাদের এখনো হাত জোর করে বলছি, আমি তোমাদের বলছি যে তোমরা একটা কাজ করো। আমিও কিন্তু 2 ঘন্টা তোমাদের জন্য অপেক্ষা করছি। তোমাদের প্রত্যেকে ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, সামনে বসার ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে। তোমরা ভিজবে না, আমার এটা অনুরোধ থাকলো। কেন ভিজছো? তোমাদের জন্য আমি তো জায়গা করে রেখেছি। আর আমি আবার বলি, তোমাদের চিঠিতেও কোথাও লাইভ স্ট্রিমিংয়ের কথা লেখা নেই, আমাদের চিঠিতেও লেখা নেই। আমরা টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করে রাখছি এবং তোমাদের শেয়ার করবো আমরা মিনিটস। এবং এটা আমরা কেউই রিলিজ এখন করবো না, যেহেতু কোর্টে কেস চলছে। আমরা এটা সময় মতো কোর্টের কেসটা একটু শেষ হয়ে গেলে তোমাদের দিয়ে দেবো। তোমাদের কেউ একদিন ওয়াচ করতে পারো যে আমরা টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করবো। নিশ্চিন্তে থাকো, এইটুকু আমার প্রতি ভরসা রাখতে পারো। তোমাদের মিসলিড করবো না, তোমাদের কোনোই করবো না। তোমরা কেন ভিড়বে? আমি 2 ঘন্টা তোমাদের জন্য দাঁড়িয়ে আমিও ভিড়ছি। আমার চিফ সেক্রেটারি, আমার ডিজি পুলিশ, আমার আইবি হেড, আমার হোম সেক্রেটারি মন্দিনী, আমরা সবাই ওয়েট করছি। তোমাদের সকলকে ছাপা দিয়েছে এই কারণে যে তোমরা যাতে না ভেজো, এবং তোমাদের বসবার জন্য পাশে অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করা আছে। তোমরা অন্তত মিটিং না করে একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। এসো না, আসছো না কেন? ভেতরে ঢুকছো না কেন?
আমাদের আমরা যদি নিয়ে না যেতে পারি, যারা আমাদের যদি আমরা জিজ্ঞেস করেন ম্যাডাম আমরা কেন দিচ্ছি, কারণ ম্যাডাম আমাদের যারা এখন ওখানে আমাদের ব্যাটসম্যানরা বন্ধুরা।
শোনো, আমি একটা কথা বলি, তারা তো তোমাদের ট্রান্সফারে পাঠিয়েছে। তোমাদের আসার কথা ছিল 15 জন, তোমরা এসছো 40 জন। একটা লোকের বাড়িতে তুমি বলো 40 জনের কি বসার জায়গা থাকতে পারে? তা সত্ত্বেও তোমরা ছোটরা এসছো। আমি তোমাদের জন্য সব অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করে রেখেছি। প্লিজ এসো তোমরা। আমি তোমাদের অনুরোধ করবো, তোমরা এসো। যদি মিটিং করতে ইচ্ছে না করে, তোমরা একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। এবং দরকারে তোমরা যারা ভিজেছো, আমার কাছে কাপড় জামা আছে, আমি তোমাদের দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। জামা কাপড় প্রচুর, তোমরা ভিজো না, এটা তোমাদের কাছে আমার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকবে। তোমরা আমার সাথে কথা বলবে বলেছিলে বলেই কিন্তু আমার ডাকা। দেখো, তোমার আজকে কিন্তু অনুরোধ তোমাদের কাছ থেকে এসেছিল, কারণ আমি ওখানে যাওয়ার পর সেখানে কোথাও লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং এর কথা লেখা ছিল না, এবং আমরাও লিখিনি, তোমরাও লেখনি। সেদিনকে তোমরা লিখেছিলে। তা সত্ত্বেও তোমরা তো বুঝবে এখানে একটা সিকিউরিটির ব্যাপারও আছে। লক্ষ্মী ভাই বোনের আমার, তোমরা মানুষের স্বার্থে এসো, এবং তোমরা আমার সাথে কথা না বলতে পারো, তোমরা একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। আমি তো তোমাদের বলেছি, যেহেতু কোর্টে ব্যাপারটা বিচারাধীন আছে, তোমাদের মিনিটস আমি করে দেবো, মিটিং এর মিনিটস করে দেবো। পুরো ভিডিও আমি আজকে দিতে পারবো না, আমি মিনিটস করে দেবো। ভাই তোমরা ঠিক করো, তোমরা যদি কেউ আসতে চাও আমি সবাইকে বলবো।
So as it seems, the standoff between the protesting doctors of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front and West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee currently continues, because the junior doctors had come down here at Kalighat at West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's residence, and after almost an hour we got to know that the meeting between CM and the doctors have not begun. Once again, the point of contention being live streaming. The junior doctors who had come down to West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's house, they were waiting outside the gate of her residence and they refused to go inside while the Chief Minister waited at her doorstep for the doctors as they wanted to, hold a meeting and end this impasse. But the junior doctors did not go in or refused to hold talks or the meetings once again, almost like a rerun of Thursday because of live streaming. The junior doctors were firm on their demand for either live streaming or video recording of the video from their side, a demand which the state did not relent to. The reason was that this is Mamata Banerjee's residence and due to security issues, recording or live streaming from such a place is not possible. The doctors once again stated that they would not be holding talks with Mamata Banerjee unless the meeting is live streamed and they are still waiting in front of Mamata Banerjee's house. While there were visuals or videos that surfaced from Mamata Banerjee's house which showed that she along with others are waiting inside her residence, waiting to hold talks. At the same time, we saw that the representatives of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front, they are all waiting in front of Mamata Banerjee's gate and they too issued a video statement where they mentioned that to ensure utmost transparency in this meeting, to ensure that all the proceedings are recorded, it is important and of pivotal importance for them that the meeting be live streamed. It was also mentioned that, along with them there are thousands across Bengal who are waiting to find out what transpires out of this video, what transpires out of this very anticipated meeting. Therefore, it should be live streamed so that people all at once can see or watch what happens or the talks that take place between Mamata Banerjee and the protesting doctors. For now, we do not know because the doctors are waiting in front of her residence. If the doctors would be going back to their protest spot, which is in front of Shastro Bhavan, or if they would resume back to their duties or if they would call off their protest is something that we have to wait and watch. We are all waiting to see if the deadlock will finally end. But for now, by the looks of the developments, we see that the deadlock is far from being ended. The logjam is far from being broken because the doctors are almost to their demand and have stood firm that they will not go in for the meeting unless it is live streamed. We also saw in another video that West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, she came out to the door of her residence and she tried holding dialogue with the doctors and told them to come in for a meeting and so that they could talk it out and so that this be ended. But the doctors did not relent and they stood firm on their demand for live streaming. By the looks of it, it seems that this too once again is a rerun of Thursday. As on Thursday, we saw that the doctors who had arrived in front of Nabanno, which is the state secretariat, after having waited for over 2 hours, while Mamata Banerjee was inside the secretariat building, we saw that the doctors, they were squatting down right outside the Shobha Ghar in front of the bus that they had gone in, and they too had waited for over 2 hours and they did not go in for the meeting. Again, the point of contention, what was live streaming, much like today. Currently, we are waiting right in front of West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's residence in Kalighat. We too are waiting for developments to see if the deadlock will end or not. But by the looks of it, at the moment, it seems that the doctors have said that they will not be holding talks or a meeting will not be held with West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee unless the meeting has been live streamed. In less than 12 hours, we've seen that the Chief Minister has gone dressed or spoken to the doctors twice. First in the morning during her surprise visit on Saturday where she went in front of Shastro Bhavan to hold talks with the doctors and urged them to get back to their duties, following which we saw the doctors asked for a meeting. The permission was granted and the doctors have come down here, but the meeting is far from close to being.
Well, Titash, very interesting. It's not raining. You can shut your umbrella. So it's very interesting. The email which had come from the junior doctors, and if I can read it once again, it says, "We are grateful that you have shown an exceptional gesture, goodwill gesture by coming amidst us in this adverse weather and thoughts with us. We take this as a welcome step towards our smooth discussion and collective clarity of our 5-point demands for which we have been protesting peacefully for the past 35 days. We are more than willing to have a discussion in your esteemed presence with the adequate representation and proper transparency as agreed by both the parties. We are eagerly wait positive response to end this impasse. Kindly let us know the place and time of convention of the meeting." Now, in this very email, nowhere it is mentioned that it has to be live streamed. because that as a conditionality was set in Thursday, and that exchange of communication had happened. So when the Thursday exchange of communication happened, it's more or less clear that the students and the junior doctors who instead of 15 wanted to go in 30, they also wanted it to be video recorded, live streamed, so that it stays transparent, and that had been their demand, one of the major demands. Because live streaming did not happen, the meeting did not happen. Now that citation was not attached in the email which was sent today. This is the email, and nowhere you will find that mention that like Thursday our demand stays, that apart from the 5 demands on which you want to do a discussion, but like Thursday you would want to do the discussion only under the scanner of the camera, and that too live streaming. So they acted down, time was given to them, they come down from Salt Lake, they walk inside the very lane which takes you to the Chief Minister's residence, and then they don't walk inside because they demand the meeting has to be live streamed or they be allowed to record. So once again, video recording and live streaming of it, it seems to be becoming less important. And to be very honest, this is not the first time that somebody is expecting or somebody is demanding a meeting in a transparent manner. Well, we have seen not all the meetings. For example, a meeting between the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister. Not always it happens under the camera. It is not live streamed. So, Niti Aayog meeting. Let's talk about Niti Aayog meeting. The Niti Aayog meeting which happened just 2 months back, and the Chief Minister had gone to New Delhi. She had gone, attended the meeting, she walked out of the meeting, and then she said that it was her mic was switched off and that she was not allowed to speak properly. She was not allowed to speak long. That was her allegation, right? She comes out of the meeting, then she makes that allegation. Counter of that comes from the central government. Similarly, if the meeting is the important part, and forget live streaming. If it's not happening, leave it aside. If disagreement, the doctors can join, the doctors can come out, and we are all here, and they can put forth their demand. It's not like they go inside a meeting room and then they get radicalized in a manner that they would come out and essentially would be singing canaries. Not really, right? So they can be in the meeting room, they can sit through the meeting, they can have a discussion, and if what transpires is not what they expected, they can come out and speak to us. So essentially the hooking point on which they are literally hooked up, and I know I would be antagonizing many. I know many people who are on the social media trying to run a crusade, anybody questioning the doctors, even for their good, people questioning get crucified, get trolled. But you don't care. The objective is meeting. You want justice for Abhaya Tilottama, 31-year-old doctor? Yes, you all want justice. You want the deadlock to end, and you want action be taken by the state on your demands. Again, point taken. You want your these are your demands. Point number 3, you are saying that you also want to get back to your job. You want to get back to your duty. So if the meeting that can end the impasse is so important, then why pull out of the meeting on one single issue that it has to be live streamed? It is like, Banglaয় একটা কথা আছে দুপা এগোনো পাঁচ পা পিছনো. It's almost like that. You're taking 2 steps ahead and then taking 5 steps back. So again, many people would be finding it quite glaring as why you come down for a meeting, then go to the meeting room and then don't attend the meeting. Sorry, don't go into the meeting room and don't attend the meeting. Because if meeting is a point of interest by both sides, then let the meeting happen with or without the live streaming. And it is not like all media out singing canaries for the state government. You have media houses who are extremely critical, objectively reporting everything emerging in the past so many days over this very issue. So it's not like there, for example, allegation like evidences have been tampered. Is there a visual proof of that? There is no visual proof. There is which you can get to see from the crime scene where people are present. Citing that, doctors have made those allegations. Where have they made those allegations? They have made those allegations coming before the media. Those allegations were played up, amplified. Those allegations have also, put out a premise for a narrative, for a counter narrative, for blame game. So like you speaking to media will be discounted without a live streaming evidence in your hand is not the case. So many people, even on this very live broadcast, is questioning as why people are hooked up on live streaming. Well, this point is arguable on the side of the state government, as why is the state government not allowing live streaming? Let it happen. But if they are not allowing for whatever reason, for security concerns, what is the harm in having the meeting? And when they talk about security concerns, are the concerns of security actually unfounded? Well, if allegations can be fundamental for an investigation, something that you have seen during the case of Sushant Singh Rajput and the investigation that followed, then every allegation, irrespective of the source, can form a premise for an investigation. And why am I referring? Because there is an audio leak. An audio which has been released by Kunal Ghosh, Trinamool Congress spokesperson and a leader. And that audio essentially highlights an apprehension that on Thursday there was an alleged conspiracy being hatched to attack the junior doctors. And it was hatched in such a way that after the junior doctors come out, one know, with the talks failing miserably after the failed talks, when they come out and when they go back to the protest site, if an attack can be launched on them, then it would almost appear like that they have insulted the chief minister and thereafter the attack has happened on them, and that conversation is there. In fact, Orko, if the conversation is, let's play it out. So if there are people saying there could be security concerns, if there are people saying there could be concerns pertaining to security, just because this is come state, you would be dismissive. I don't think that's logical. If you want to come for argument, argue on merits and ground. And when you say that your allegations have to be proved, your actions have to be investigated on fears of certain aspect, and you, on the basis of your apprehension, you want action like Vineet Goyal to be suspended, Principal Secretary Health to be suspended, disciplinary action has to be initiated against DC North and DC Central. These are all demands, right? Basis of what? Basis of your apprehension. So if your apprehension can be a fundamental for investigation or can be a premise for the investigation, the other side can also say that we have apprehension, there can be security concerns. Why do you want to negate it? I know you would hate me for speaking so, so sharply and so blatantly, but discount what I'm saying. And this is what transpired in a conversation between two individuals. One is saying that I've received a go-ahead from my handler, আজকে করতে বলেছে, উড়িয়ে দাও. And I'm having this guilt, overwhelming guilt. These are doctors who give us life and who would be unleashing the attack. They are mostly drunk, in inebriated state. If they go and attack these doctors, what if things go out of hands, if somebody is seriously injured? To which the other person on the other side of the phone is saying that অত কিছু করতে হবে না, মাথা ফাতা ফাটিয়ে দিস. That's exactly what the other person has said. That go hurt them, injure, don't kill them. And on the basis of that phone call conversation, which has been leaked, and a police complaint has been suo motu registered, 2 people have been arrested. So why is that investigation and that concern for security dismissive? So here's what transpired phone conversation. Please hear it out.
আচ্ছা, বলছি সাহেব অর্ডার করেছে, হ্যাঁ চকলেট, হ্যাঁ ওরাবার জন্য অর্ডার করলে করেছে, কিন্তু এটা তো লাইনের নাই, সবাই হ্যাঁ সবাই প্রশ্ন করছে কারা তো যারা আছে আপনারা, হ্যাঁ বলেছে কিছু একটা ভেবেই তো বলেছে, অঙ্ক কিছু মিলছে না আমার, পেয়েছি। হ্যাঁ 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 হ্যালো হ্যালো, কথা কেটে যাচ্ছে তো। বলছি আমি এত বছর এই কাজ করেছি, আমার কোনদিন ভয় ডর লাগছে, কিন্তু এখন এটা বিবেক করাটা ঠিক হবে? এটা তো লোকের জীবন বাঁচে। হ্যালো, তোকে তো ফাইট টু ফিনিশ করতে বলেনি, হ্যাঁ
তোকে তো ফাইট তো ফিনিশ করতে বলেনি।
আর তুমি বলতে ছেলেরা মদ খেয়ে যায়, ঠিক আছে, এবার মদ খেয়ে যদি কোনো একটা বেখাত কিছু হয়ে যায়, সেটাও তো চিন্তার বিষয় না।
সেটা ওকে বল যে আমার এরকম মনে হচ্ছে, কি করব।
বাপ্পাদাকে পার্সোনালি জিজ্ঞাসা করেছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ
বাপ্পাদা বলছে জানোয়ার হয়ে যায়নি এখন, ব্যাপার আছে।
হ্যাঁ, ওই 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 মতো করেই কর।
দাদু বলছি এই যে নবান্ন মিটিং হয়নি, ঠিক আছে, তাতে ফেরত চলে আসছে থাকলে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
ভাবলে শাসক মাঠটা মেরেছে। কি বললো কথাটা কিছু বুঝলে?
হ্যাঁ আমি বুঝে গেছি,
বলছি পুরো দোষটা দিয়ে আরো বড় অশান্তি পাঠানো যাবে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
কিন্তু কলকাতার কাউকে নয়, সব বাইরে।
আচ্ছা
ঠিক আছে, দেখছি, ওরা তো এখনো ওখান থেকে প্রেস কনফারেন্স করছে, আমরা টিভি দেখছি কন্টিনিউ। কি করবো, মাথা মাথা ফাটানোটা ঠিক হবে?
দেখ খানিকটা যদি কিছু করা যায়, খানিকটা হলেও ওই ব্যাপারটা থাকবে যে ওরাই এটা করাবে।
দেখছি আরেকবার, দেখা হলে ডক্টর কাছে যাচ্ছি আমি। ধন্যবাদ।
Is it okay? All right. So you heard the conversation, and the conversation is a clear indication. If this is true, then it raises serious question. If somebody is trying to hatch a conspiracy, use the doctors as a front for any kind of agenda. Well, we all know, as a matter of fact, we have seen political parties come out, take out rallies and or do demonstration, dharna, all that is happening. The larger fear is if anybody is trying to use the doctors as a front to put, to drive their agenda. Imagine how nefarious, if this is true, how nefarious could be the mindset. They are trying to attack the doctors, or planning to attack the doctors, so that they can blame the state government and try and further their political point to prove it further. So obviously, if this conversation is a genuine one, a legitimate one, it raises a serious security concern. And the law and order is a state subject. Like it or not, the law machinery has to investigate this, because we cannot risk the lives of our doctors, whether they are protesting or on cease work. But these doctors are savers. If they are junior doctors today, tomorrow they would be senior doctors. If they are giving assistance today, tomorrow they would be leading an operation. So obviously they are of absolute importance, and they have all the right to protest. Their protest is their protest. If somebody is trying to appropriate it, usurp it, and also hijack it in a way that you attack them and then make it look like they have been attacked by the state, and now you would be championing their cause, it is absolutely abominable. So when you talk about security concern, this phone call is an indication that maybe there is a scope. All right, didn't we see Paschim Bongo Chhatra Samaj? A crowd that almost amorphously popped up. We haven't heard of Paschim Bongo Chhatra Samaj ever. They laid a law violation program. What transpired? 15 police officers were brutally assaulted and injured. One police officer has lost his right eye. Did doctors take that protest rally out? No. But whoever took that rally out, they said they are standing in solidarity with the doctors, tried using the name of the doctors, tried using the name of the fight for justice, and they went out on the street. And what transpired? Violence, mayhem, lawlessness, vandalism, throwing bricks at police officers. Wasn't that a security challenge? Did the doctors support it? Absolutely not. Doctors distance themselves from Paschim Bongo Chhatra Samaj. So, to think that all are holier than thou and only one side is criminal is wrong. Plain simple. And coming back to the center point, if the meeting is important, why is the meeting not happening? If both sides agree the meeting can end the deadlock, why is the meeting not happening? If somebody is putting it out on social media, doesn't matter where it is coming from. Common people are also asking, that is life more important than life? It's a very humble question. Nobody is saying that doctors' protest is not justified. We are saying, I support the doctors. We support their movement. We support their, this perseverance, this tenacity to last with this protest for the past 35 days. We support the demand for justice. We support them. But at this juncture, why is this live streaming coming as a stumbling block in thing? Again, it's a question that can be best answered by both sides. And both sides so far has maintained that state is maintaining that live streaming is not possible because it would compromise the security. It's the Chief Minister's residence, and at the same time for the quote-unquote sanctity of the case, because the matter is sub judice with the intervention of the Supreme Court, they don't have a chance and they don't want live streaming. The junior doctors are saying for the sake of transparency they want live streaming. And in between what is caught is a situation which seems like far from getting over. So we will go back to the moment which transpired just a short while back. The Chief Minister was waiting outside the Chief Minister was waiting outside the residence, waited for the meeting to start, but the doctors did not walk inside. Then the CM had come out of a residence and then gone and approached the doctors and said, come for the meeting, end this deadlock, it's pouring heavily, don't. Live streaming is not possible, video recording would be done from the state side. But again, it has not been able to break the impasse or broker any kind of a truce. So here's what transpired. Orko, are you ready with the Chief Minister's sequence of 5 minutes when she come out of the house and spoke with the doctors? Please play that full frame.
প্লিজ তোমাদের ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, তোমরা ভিতরে যাও, তোমাদের বসতেও জায়গা দেওয়া হচ্ছে। দেখো আমি তোমাদের এখনো হাত জোর করে বলছি, আমি তোমাদের অনেক বলছি যে তোমরা একটা কাজ করো, আমিও কিন্তু 2 ঘন্টা তোমাদের জন্য অপেক্ষা করছি। তোমাদের প্রত্যেকে ছাতা দেওয়া হয়েছে, সামনে বসার ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে, তোমরা ভিজবে না, আমার এটা অনুরোধ থাকলো। কেন ভিজছো? তোমাদের জন্য আমি তো জায়গা করে রেখেছি। আর আমি আবার বলি, তোমাদের চিঠিতেও কোথাও লাইভ স্ট্রিমিংয়ের কথা লেখা নেই, আমাদের চিঠিতেও লেখা নেই। আমরা টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করে রাখছি এবং তোমাদের শেয়ার করবো আমরা মিনিটস, এবং এটা আমরা কেউই রিলিজ এখন করবো না, যেহেতু কোর্টে কেস চলছে। আমরা এটা সময় মতো কোর্টের কেসটা একটু শেষ হয়ে গেলে তোমাদের দিয়ে দেবো, তোমাদের কেউ একদিন ওয়াচ করতে পারো যে আমরা টোটালটাই রেকর্ড করবো, নিশ্চিন্তে থাকো, এইটুকু আমার প্রতি ভরসা রাখতে পারো। তোমাদের মিসলিড করবো না, তোমাদের কোনো করবো না। তোমরা কেন ভিড়বে? আমি 2 ঘন্টা তোমাদের জন্য দাঁড়িয়ে আমিও ভিড়ছি। আমার চিফ সেক্রেটারি, আমার ডিজি পুলিশ, আমার আইবি হেড, আমার হোম সেক্রেটারি নন্দিনী, আমরা সবাই ওয়েট করছি। তোমাদের সকলকে ছাতা দিয়েছে এই কারণে যে তোমরা যাতে না ভেজো, এবং তোমাদের বসবার জন্য পাশে অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করা আছে। তোমরা অন্তত মিটিং না করে একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। এসো না, আসছো না কেন? ভেতরে ঢুকছো না কেন?
আমাদের আমরা যদি না যেতে পারি, যারা আমাদের এই যে আমরা জিজ্ঞেস করেন ম্যাডাম আমরা কেন দিচ্ছি, কারণ ম্যাডাম আমাদের যারা এখন আমাদের ব্যাটসম্যানরা বন্ধুরা।
শোনো, আমি একটা কথা বলি, তারা তো তোমাদের ট্রাস্ট করে পাঠিয়েছে, তোমাদের আসার কথা ছিল 15 জন, তোমরা এসছো 40 জন। একটা লোকের বাড়িতে তুমি বলো 40 জনের কি বসার জায়গা থাকতে পারে? তা সত্ত্বেও তোমরা ছোটরা এসছো, আমি তোমাদের জন্য সব অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করে রেখেছি। প্লিজ এসো তোমরা, আমি তোমাদের অনুরোধ করবো তোমরা এসো। যদি মিটিং করতে ইচ্ছে না করে তোমরা একটু চা খেয়ে যাও, এবং দরকারে তোমরা যারা ভিজেছো আমার কাছে কাপড় জামা আছে, আমি তোমাদের দিয়ে দিচ্ছি জামা কাপড় প্রচুর। তোমরা ভিজো না, এটা তোমাদের কাছে আমার রিকোয়েস্ট থাকবে। তোমরা আমার সাথে কথা বলবে বলেছিলে বলেই কিন্তু আমার ডাকা। দেখো তোমার আজকে কিন্তু অনুরোধ তোমাদের কাছ থেকে এসেছিল, কারণ আমি ওখানে যাওয়ার পর সেখানে কোথাও লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং এর কথা লেখা ছিল না, এবং আমরাও লিখিনি, তোমরাও লেখনি। সেদিনকে তোমরা লিখেছিলে, তার সত্ত্বেও তোমরা তো বুঝবে এখানে একটা সিকিউরিটির ব্যাপারও আছে। লক্ষ্মী ভাই বোনের আমার, তোমরা মানুষের স্বার্থে এসো, এবং তোমরা আমার সাথে কথা না বলতে পারো, তোমরা একটা চা খেয়ে যাও। আমি তো তোমাদের বলেছি, যেহেতু কোর্টে ব্যাপারটা বিচারাধীন আছে। তোমাদের মিনিটস আমি করে দেবো, মিটিং এর মিনিটস করে দেবো পুরো। ভিডিও আমি আজকে দিতে পারবো না, আমি মিনিটস করে দেবো। ভাই তোমরা ঠিক করো, তোমরা যদি কেউ আসতে চাও আমি সবাইকে বলবো যারা যারা আসতে চান তারা দয়া করে আসুন। তাহলে আপনারা যদি নাই এসে বাড়িতে মিটিং করেন তাহলে আপনারা আমাকে চিঠি দিলেন কেন? এত অসম্মান কেন করছেন? অনেক অসম্মান করছেন আপনারা। আগেও 3 দিন আমি 2 ঘন্টা করে অপেক্ষা করেছি, আমি যার জন্য আপনাদের কাছে নিজে ছুটে গিয়েছিলাম। প্লিজ এইটুকু রেসপেক্ট তো দেবেন। আমি তো আমারও দৌড়াতে আছে তোমাদের জন্য। আমি তোমাদের বলছি শুনো, তোমরা ছোট আমি বড়, কিন্তু মনে রেখো আমি আন্দোলন করার লোক, আমি আন্দোলনকে মর্যাদা দিতে জানি। তাই তোমাদের কাছে তোমরা আসার আগে আমি ছুটে গিয়েছিলাম। তোমাদের আমি বলছি কেউ কেউ আমি জানি না, আমি কথা দিচ্ছি আমি ভিডিও আমরাও কেউ ইউজ করবো না, আমরাও ইউজ করবো না, আমরা ট্রান্সপারেন্সি মেইনটেইন করব। দেখো আমি তোমাদের বলি, আমি হাত জোর করে বলছি যদি আসতে প্লিজ এসো, কিন্তু তোমরা ভিজো না। তোমাদের অসুখ করলে আমার খারাপ লাগবে, প্লিজ এসো। অন্তত মিটিং না করো, তোমরা আমার কাছে এক কাপ চা খেয়ে যাও।
Residents, I do see there is some movement out here, and it seems like it's a light blinking, which seems like it belongs to a government official. Not sure if the chief secretary is there inside. Well, let me chief secretary. Okay, the chief secretary. There is the chief secretary. Look, the chief secretary is now going out. The chief secretary is now going out. There you see, the chief secretary is going out, and the Chief Secretary Manoj Pant is leaving. The Chief Secretary has just left. Chandrima Bhattacharya also leaving. Chandrima di, the meeting not happening. The meeting not happening. The meeting not happening. The meeting not happening then. Okay. So Chandrima Bhattacharya, the Minister of State Health, she has also left. And there you see, which means it ends. It ends here. It is clear, it is over now. Let us confirm, it is over now. Okay, it is over now, and the meeting won't happen. The Chief Secretary has gone out. The Minister of State Health, Chandrima Bhattacharya, has left. We've shown that. And if these two people leave the Chief Minister's residence, it is clear the meeting is not happening. Because on Thursday and today as well, if these two people were called in for the meeting, which means they were needed at the meeting room, and if they are leaving, it seems like the meeting and the possibility of that is now over. So I can literally see in bare eyes, this is the road which has gone inside, and I do see in multi-level barricading which have been put. After the third barricading, the doctors are still there standing outside the rest of the Chief Minister, and the Chief Minister must be inside. Okay, it seems like the meeting will not really happen. Let me see if I can get a confirmation from the CM's office. All right, just a second, viewers. All right, so it is clear the meeting is not happening. I've just put out a message to the two officials from the Chief Minister's office, so waiting for a response now. Well, we have tried being absolutely factual with our reporting, not getting into speculations. From 6 o'clock, high drama was unfolding and anticipation was building up. If the doctors who have agreed to come for the meeting, if they would go inside, and if that would end the impasse, well, the doctors did come, and the impasse was expected to get over, but sadly, no, it is not getting over. Whether the doctors will now go back to Shastro Bhavan, to their protest side, get back to demonstration again. We have to wait for an official decision. But as far as the meeting is concerned, it is not happening. We can confirm the meeting is not happening. We showed it live. The Chief Secretary Manoj Pant coming out. We have shown it as how Minister of State Health Chodrima Bhattacharya come out. And as of now, I think only the DGP is inside. Probably the DGP would be there for security reasons till the time all the doctors come out. And we do not see any other movement over there. Well, I do see the doctors are still standing over there. I hope it doesn't rain because they have been completely drenched. So the doctors actually went there and they wanted a meeting, but they wanted the meeting to be live streamed because that did not get the permission. That did not get the permission. The reason why the meeting did not happen. Well, we leave it to the viewers to decide as what is right and what could have been handled better, what should have been done, all of that we leave it to the viewers. But then obviously there will be a lot of questions asked as why this point became such a point of contention, that the live streaming is important for the meeting. Without live streaming, the meeting cannot happen. And why is it equally important that if the live streaming happens, it will compromise with the sanctity? It's a valid question for one and all. I'm so sorry. It is a valid question for one and all, and obviously both sides, all stakeholders will have to answer. But at this juncture, what we can't answer is when will this deadlock end? How will this deadlock end? Who will end this impasse? How this impasse can come to an end? Because mandate. All right, I do see another movement. Titash, if you can kindly hold this better. I do see another vehicle coming out. Let me see who is there inside. That is not the vehicle of the DGP. Obviously, it is not the DGP because that is not the vehicle of DGP as far as I know. Well, no, the DGP is not there. It seems like somebody else is coming out, but it's a vehicle that belongs to government of West Bengal. So, government of West Bengal. Okay, all right. Okay. Government of West Bengal, the bureaucrats are coming out now, I guess, yeah. So they were also there, I think they were called, okay, look, they are again coming out and they had come down with a pen and folder and they expected the meeting to happen, but the meeting did not really happen. Over here, as you see, this vehicle again moving out, and there are two gentlemen seated, they are bureaucrats. The vehicle belongs to government of West Bengal, and obviously because the meeting did not happen, they are slowly walking out. So it is now confirmed. It is confirmed that the meeting is not happening and the meeting is over. So now what are we waiting for? We are waiting for doctors to come out. Will they come out? When will they come out? Again, that's what you are waiting for. The Saturday suspense probably would be ending it like this. And will this Saturday suspense now moved on to Sunday suspense, Monday suspense, and suspense in other days? Again, we have to keep counting days. At the moment, what we are essentially counting, number of days that this impasse had been on. What we are counting, number of days that the cease work had been on. What we are counting, number of days since the brutal rape and murder of 31-year-old PGT doctor of RG Kaur. What we are counting, number of days which have passed by without justice. What are we counting? We are counting, people who have also died without medical help. We are counting days, we are counting everything. So at this point in time, back to this very moment, we are counting now minutes or seconds or hours for doctors to come out. I guess they will not be stationed there or camping there. And how long they stand there, again, we have to wait and see. But the fact that the Chief Secretary has come out. Okay, I'm being told that we are losing it, so maybe we have to change our position. All right, let's move this side. Orko, please confirm if the bandwidth is fine. All right, okay. So we are trying to just fix the camera. 1 second. Okay, so basically, as you see, the meeting and the probability of the meeting is now over. The meeting will not be happening. The meeting is not happening. And one second, let me just fix it. The meeting is not happening, and obviously because the doctors demanded that the meeting be live streamed, and that was not allowed. And because that was not allowed, the reason why the meeting is not happening. So the meeting between the junior doctors and the teachers not really happening. It did not happen on Thursday. Thursday repeated itself on Saturday, and the meeting is not happening today as well. So I guess the junior doctors would be coming out. What statement they issue, again, we have to wait and see. It's going to be very, very difficult to get their statement out here. I just hope and pray on this busy and equally junction, we find a safer corner to talk to the doctors. And I believe the doctors are now coming out. Orko, keep the doctors are coming out, and the doctors are coming out, and okay, we are trying to uplift the stand so that you can get to see. The doctors are now coming out. I've just released Titash also to go closer to the point and see if she can get some visuals. The doctors are now coming out, and they would be going back. I don't see their bus. Okay, their bus is here, so they would be going back. Now, whether they go back to Shastro Bhavan, to the protesting side, again, we have to wait and see. But at this juncture, it is a failed meeting, inconclusive, and the doctors are coming out. So the doctors are now coming out. As you see, the doctors would now be coming out of this very road. They had walked in the evening at around 6:30 with the expectation that had in a way had built up amongst all that that the meeting would happen. We're trying to give you visuals. Look here, the bus is now taking its position. The bus is now being called, and the bus would now be taking all the doctors inside. So the doctors will be leaving the lane which they had taken to go inside the residence of the Chief Minister, and the doctors are now coming out. The bus is also taking its position. As you see, the bus would now be taking its position, and all the doctors are expected to go board the bus and go back. Now, after this failed meeting, second failed meeting, we have to now wait and see what happens next. But at this juncture, obviously, the meeting did not happen. This is the bus in which they had come in, and the doctors will now be coming out, and they would be now going into the bus. So all the doctors would be now coming out, provided they manage to survive the entire battery of media who had been there, literally jostling for space and place. So the the gates have opened up. You see that? The gates have opened up, and the doctors are now being escorted outside. And the doctors would be climbing up on this very bus. I guess they will not be able to give any kind of a statement in this kind of a chaotic situation. But obviously, the doctors will now be coming out from the very lane which takes you to the Chief Minister's residence. All the media people are trying to get a soundbite from them. I'm not really sure if they will be in a position to issue a statement, because once again, this as the Chief Minister lane leads to the Chief Minister's residence. So obviously there are certain security concerns. Okay, it seems like they will not be able to give out a statement because media people are now being slowly pushed out, and police people are trying to ensure they can create a safe passage for all the doctors, and the doctors can come out. So at this juncture, as we reported, the doctors are now, the doctors did not go for the meeting, hooked up to their demand for live streaming of the meeting, because the live streaming did not happen. That's the reason, and they were not allowed to record a video. That's the reason okay, I guess they would be issuing a statement. Nonetheless, we would try and record this statement or source it from somewhere and upload later. But at this juncture, it is nearly impossible, people, to go there and jostle for space and then find out a space to kind of, put a little asset closer to the doctor. for their soundbite. So obviously, as I've been reporting, the meeting has failed. The meeting did not happen. The Chief Minister could be seen coming out of the residence, reaching out to the doctors with the appeal that go for the meeting. All right, it seems like all the doctors are coming out. All the doctors are coming out, and you will get to see it here. This is the very bus in which they would be boarding. This is the very bus they would be boarding, and the doctors are coming out one by one, navigating through the crowd, and massive crowd which has built up out here. Mostly media people, and you have all been waiting here for the past so many hours. And obviously, okay, the doctors are now shouting, "We want justice." They are raising the slogan, "We want justice." Okay, not the doctors. Some people who had assembled out here, they are now shouting justice, and they're all holding their phones, recording the video. Look here, they're all recording the video, and they're all shouting, "We want justice." And they are not doctors, they are people who have assembled. Who these people are, we can't really confirm, and but these people are sloganeering, "We want justice." So the doctors would be possibly giving a state in case possible, and then they would be coming out and they would be boarding this very bus. So yes, it is very important to understand that it had been a second consecutive day, I would say, a second day of absolute drama, given the fact that given the fact that the meeting was expected to yield results that can actually break the deadlock, but then the meeting did not happen on Thursday, did not happen today as well. Like Thursday, we saw today as well, the Chief Minister, all right. I'm not really sure who these people are. We will not be able to confirm their identities. But then, as you see, the doctors would be coming out any moment, and then they would be boarding this very bus, and then they would be leaving. The very bus that brought them, the very road they had walked to reach to the Chief Minister's residence, they would be leaving very shortly, and the doctors would be now walking inside this very, boarding this very. They would be walking into the boarding this very bus, and then they would be leaving. So obviously a lot of drama unfolding. The situation fast developing out here for the past hours almost. What is the time now? It is already 9:30, 9:25 rather. It was around 6:25 or 6:30 that they had come. The doctors had come, and then they had gone inside, and it's been 3 hours, but the meeting did not happen. The meeting primarily did not happen because, like Thursday, today too, the concern essentially had been over the live streaming and video recording. If not live streaming, then allow us to video record. That's what the doctor had said. Both the proposals were denied, and that's why the meeting did not happen. We did see visuals of the Chief Minister walking out and meeting the doctors, request them to come for the meeting and also end the deadlock. Well, it was the second time that Chief Minister met with the junior doctors who are part of the larger protest. In the afternoon, she had gone and met with the junior doctors at the dharna site, at the protest site. It was a surprise visit, and thereafter, the doctors, appreciating that, also reached out with an email saying that please allow us some time, and we are willing to convene and have a meeting and end the deadlock, and have a discussion on, beg your pardon, have a discussion on the 5-point demands. Well, at this point in time, what we can confirm that the meeting did not happen. So obviously, as you see, it's a crowd built up, a crowd which has also chanted, "We want justice." Slogans were raised, and obviously the doctors are giving out a statement. We will try and record it and upload later. But at this point in time, the doctors would be coming out. The Chief Secretary has left. The Minister of Health, Chandrima Bhattacharya, has left. The Chief Minister has gone inside a room. The doctors are obviously will have to come out now, and they have already come out. They're issuing a press statement, if I'm not mistaken, and then they would be leaving this very place, and they would be leaving Kalighat. Not really sure what they would do, as what would be their course of action. But we also saw some of the people raise "We want justice" slogans. They were waiting outside. Who these people are, we cannot really confirm their identities. What we can confirm, the meeting did not happen, and obviously that is a confirmation that if the meeting has not really happened, then if the meeting has not really happened, in that case, the deadlock will continue and the impasse would continue. Well, we have been using these two words, impasse and deadlock, for way too long. Well, in lack of better, we are going back to the same words, deadlock and impasse. At this juncture, I can confirm the meeting did not happen today. Whether the meeting would happen in the future, I am not really sure, because, minded, the Chief Minister, Titasha sent some videos, or please download them. The doctors coming out is a video which Titasha sent. Please upload, please play that as live. Okay, the doctors would be coming out shortly, and there are people who are raising slogans. Who's this? Okay, there you see. Okay, so there you see the people are raising this claim, "We want justice," and obviously they have assembled out here. We are not really sure who they are. So there are people who have assembled out here, again not really sure who they are. Most definitely they are not doctors, because they were not part of the doctors delegation. The doctors delegation has come down in this very bus, and then they had deboarded this bus and walked inside. They are issuing a statement now, and that would also give us a clarity as what their next course of action. Will the impasse continue? Will they go back to the Dharna side, which is Shastro Bhavan? Will they go back there? Will the protest continue again? Something that we have to look forward to as and when the confirmation comes. But at this juncture, what we can confirm, the meeting has not happened. I can't even say the meeting has ended. The meeting never happened. The probability of the meeting happened for the second time. On Thursday, there was a probability for a meeting. On Saturday again, there happened this probability for a meeting. But the meeting did not happen purely because the doctors demanded that this be live streamed, or they be allowed to video record this. So for the past 3 hours and more, we have been seeing that this is how situation had been unfolding, and for the past 3 hours, we saw these waiting outside the Chief Minister's residence, waiting for a clarity, waiting for a confirmation. Eventually we learned that the meeting is not happening, and now the doctors would also be walking out. The doctors would be walking out, they would be boarding the bus and would be leaving. The same bus that brought them would be taking them away. So obviously it could be a matter of concern for several people as what happens next. Well, we don't know what happens next, because at this juncture it seems like there is a lot of ambiguity as what would be the next move, what would be the next course of action. After the doctors would be going back to the protest side, whether they would be continuing with the protest. I do see one doctor has just come out and has just boarded the bus. Let me see if I can ask him to give a statement. It's very, very difficult. If I can just request the doctor. Excuse me, sir. আপনারা কি প্রটেস্ট সাইডে ফেরত যাচ্ছেন? আপনারা মিটিং এ যাননি তো? আমি
আমি ভিডিওগ্রাফার ছিলাম, মিটিংয়ে অ্যালাউ করা হয়নি, ভিডিওগ্রাফার রয়েছে বলে সেই জন্য মিটিং হয়নি।
So, না আপনারা মিটিং করতে চেয়েছিলেন, আপনারা বলেছিলেন ভিডিও রেকর্ড করতে দিন।
হ্যাঁ,
ওকে, তো কি বলা হয়েছিল আপনাদের?
ভিডিও করতে দেওয়া হবে না
কেন?
আমাদের পক্ষ থেকে, সেটা সিকিউরিটি রিজনস বলছে। কেন বলছে এলাবোরেটলি কিছু ডেসক্রাইব হয়নি, খালি বলা হয়েছে ভিডিও করতে দেওয়া হবে না।
আপনারা তো আজকে যে ইমেলটা পাঠিয়েছিলেন সেই ইমেলের মধ্যে তো লেখা ছিল না যে লাইভ স্ট্রিমিংটা
সেকেন্ড একটা ইমেল পাঠানো হয়েছিল, সেই ইমেলেও লেখা ছিল
আপনারা কি লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং ছাড়া কোনোদিন মিটিং
লাইভ
করবেন না?
স্ট্রিমিং করতে চাওয়া হয়নি।
মানে আপনাদের তরফ থেকে ভিডিও রেকর্ডিং না হলে কোনোদিন মিটিং,
সেটা ডাক্তাররা বলতে পারবে, তাদের এটা ওনাদের ডিসিশন।
আপনি এসেছিলেন ওনাদের সঙ্গে ভিডিও রেকর্ড করার জন্য?
আমি ভিডিওগ্রাফার, আমি এই প্রোটেস্টের মধ্যে রয়েছি, আমি একজন ভিডিওগ্রাফার।
আপনার নাম স্যার?
আমার নাম শুভদীপ।
Okay, so Subodip, who had come along with the doctors, he is saying that he came as a videographer and he could not record the video. It was not allowed, and that's why the meeting also did not happen. He also confirmed that they would be going back to the protest site, and thereafter they would be going back to the protest site. And all right, I do see the doctors out here. They would be coming out. They are still issuing a statement, and they would be coming out and they would be going back to the protest site. So again, that's a confirmation that we have. They would be going back to the protest site, and they would be going back to the protest site because the talks never happened. Another probability of a meeting failed because of the issue, which is video recording. So last time it was live streaming. Today, along if not live streaming, the demand that was given that they be allowed to. Okay, over there, as you see, now they are now slowly coming back. All right, they are coming back. They are all coming back and in the bus, and they will be going back. So the doctors are now coming back, and they will be boarding the bus. They are boarding the bus, and they would be going back, and they would be going back. They would be going back. So all the doctors who had gone inside for the meeting, they are now boarding the bus. As you see, we are showing the live visuals now, and let's see if I can talk to someone. Sir, can I? All right, let me just see if I can approach somebody from this side. Okay.
मीटिंग नहीं हो पाएगा।
Sir,
बकायदा देखिए ये डॉक्टर
Sir.
यहाँ पे आए थे, करीबन 2 घंटों तक यहाँ पे इंतजार किए थे डॉक्टरों से,
excuse me.
और लगातार मुख्यमंत्री ममता बनर्जी का आवाज पे थे,
So,
बात करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे।
so look here. The doctors are now.
ये डॉक्टर वापस जा
The
रहे हैं।
doctors are now coming back. They have come back.
बकायदा यहाँ पे थे, अब मीटिंग नहीं हुई है।
सर, आप
सारे
लोग वापस
डॉक्टर-
जा रहे हैं? आप लोग गोइंग बैक टू द प्रोटेस्ट साइड? आप लोग वापस जा रहे हैं प्रोटेस्ट साइड?
यस, वापस जा रहा है। हम लोग का कोशिश किया था मीटिंग
आप
करने के लिए।
लोग उधर
लोग
पे
आए थे।
आप लोग वेट किए? कितने लोग आए थे सर?
हम लोग 40 लोग आए थे।
40 40 लोग गए और आप लोग मिल नहीं पाए?
मिल नहीं
मीटिंग
पाए।
नहीं हुआ?
मीटिंग नहीं
क्या हुआ था?
हम लोग बोल दिया है,
हाँ?
ऑलरेडी बोल चुका है
सर,
ऑलरेडी।
बोल दीजिए। हम लोग जगह
क्या
नहीं
क्या
मिला।
क्या क्या
क्या
बात
हुआ था
हुआ,
उधर पे?
क्यों
आप लोग-
आपको जाने नहीं दिया?
क्या डिमांड किया?
हम लोग को पहले जो 5 दफा दाबी था हम लोग को दाबी लेके हम लोग को पहले बोला था सीएम को, जो हम लोग किसी भी जगह में हम लोग बैठने के राजी है। बट द ओनली कंडीशन वाज दैट द दोनों पार्टी में अच्छा से ट्रांसपेरेंसी बिटवीन both the parties, the chief minister and the protesters should be transparent, and that for we asked for the live telecast as per the.
You wanted live telecast?
We wanted live telecast.
Okay, and they did not allow?
They did not allow. After that we negotiated in the point that both the parties will do videography of all the meetings.
दीदी की तरफ से क्या आया था, उन्होंने क्या कहा था?
उन लोग डिसएग्री किया था, पहले से डिसएग्री कर रहे थे। उसके बाद हम लोग बाद में ऐसे पॉइंट में भी आया था, जो हम लोग के पास उन लोग जो वीडियो करेगा वीडियो का डॉक्यूमेंट्स हम लोग को चाहिए। बट एज पर डॉक्यूमेंटेशन दे बोला सुप्रीम कोर्ट का बाद देगा। हम लोग को पता नहीं जो ऐसे कोई रूल है क्या नहीं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में सुप्रीम कोर्ट
आप लोग का प्रोटेस्ट अभी जारी रहेगा? सीज वॉक जारी रहेगा?
फिर कहाँ आप लोग धरना
Okay,
प्रदर्शन
sir.
पे जाएंगे वहाँ पे?
नए संगत मांगा, इसलिए हम उसके लिए प्रोटेस्ट जारी रख रहे हैं। हम आज आलोचना के लिए आए थे। हम सोचे थे इसका एक समाधान होगा, लेकिन ऐसा व्यवहार हमसे किया जाएगा ये हम एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया। हम बहुत हो चुके हैं हम।
স্যার आप लोग ये ভিডিও রেকর্ডিং চাহ रहे हैं, आप लोग লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং চাহ रहे हैं, এটা ছাড়া কি মিটিংটা সম্ভব নয়?
আমরা সাধারণ মানুষের কাছে ট্রান্সপারেন্সি চাইছি। এই আন্দোলন শুধু আমাদের আন্দোলন নয়, এটা জনসাধারণের আন্দোলন। তারা দেখতে চাইছে কি আলোচনা করছে। আমরা তো শুধু 10 জন বা 20 জন হিসেবে আসিনি, আমি বাংলার মানুষের জনগণের প্রতিনিধি হিসেবে এসেছি। তারা দেখতে চাইছে কি আলোচনা হচ্ছে, কেন আমরা জাস্টিস চাইছি, কেন আমরা দাবিগুলো রাখছি, আমাদের 5টা ন্যায়সঙ্গত দাবি কেন রাখছি। সাধারণ মানুষ সেই আলোচনাটুকু দেখুক,
কিন্তু স্যার,
সাধারণ মানুষের চিফ মিনিস্টারের সঙ্গে আলোচনা সেটা দেখুক।
মিটিংটা হলো না, আপনারা মিডিয়ার সঙ্গে কথা বলছেন, তো তখনও মিটিং এর বাইরে, মিটিং এর থেকে বেরিয়ে মিডিয়াকে বলতে পারতেন যদি আপনাদের এগ্রিমেন্ট।
আমরা তো বারবার চেষ্টা করেছি, আমরা ওখানে আলোচনার জন্য বসেছিলাম, আমরা কথা বলছি।
আলোচনার পরে তো লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং বা ভিডিও রেকর্ডিং ছাড়া বাইরে বেরিয়েও তো আপনারা বলতে পারতেন যে আপনাদের তরফ থেকে কি স্টেটমেন্ট, আপনারা খুশি কি
আমি
খুশি
আমি
নন।
বারবার বলছি, আমরা জনসাধারণের তরফ থেকে যে মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর প্রতি আমাদের ভরসা আছে, মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর প্রতি জনসাধারণের ভরসা আছে, কিন্তু আমাদের প্রতি জনসাধারণ দেখতে চাইছে ট্রান্সপারেন্সি, এবং আমরা সেসব যেটা মেনে নিলাম। আমরা তো মিনিটসটুকু শুধু দেখতে চেয়েছিলাম, সেটুকু পর্যন্ত মেনে নেওয়া হলো না। আমরা অত্যন্ত হতাশ, আর কি বলবো। আমাদের ন্যায়সঙ্গত 5টা দাবি তা যদি মানা না হয়, আমরা তাহলে জাস্টিসটা পেলাম কোথায়? সেখানে প্রসঙ্গটাই উঠছে কিভাবে? তুলে নেওয়া না তুলে নেওয়া প্রসঙ্গটাই উঠছে কিভাবে? আমাদের 5টা দাবি তো মানা হলো না, আমাদের 5টা দাবি শোনা হলো না, আমাদের 5টা দাবি কেন সেটুকু পর্যন্ত শোনা হলো না। তাহলে এই আমাদের 5টা দাবি কেন ন্যায়সঙ্গত সেটুকু শোনা হলো না, তাহলে সেখানে সিজওয়ার্ক নিয়ে প্রসঙ্গ উঠছে কেন? আমরা অত্যন্ত হতাশ। আমরা ভাবি না ব্যবহার আমরা পাবো। আগে আমরা ওখানে ফিরে যাব, আমরা আলোচনা করব, আমাদের যারা ওখানে বসে রয়েছে সহযোদ্ধারা, তাদেরকে গিয়ে জানাবো আমরা এই ঘটনা ঘটেছে। তারাও অত্যন্ত হতাশ, তারাও একটা সদর্থক পদক্ষেপ দেখতে চেয়েছিল, তারাও অত্যন্ত হতাশ।
ডাক্তারবাবু, সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াতেও একটা প্রশ্ন আসছে যে লাইভ কি বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট থেকে, কি বলবেন তাদের?
আমরা বারবারই বলছি এটা জনস্বাস্থ্যের কথা, সেই জন্য জনগণ শুনতে চায়, সেই জন্যই আমরা বলেছি আমাদের মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর উপর ভরসা আছে, জনগণের মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর উপর ভরসা আছে। কিন্তু আমরা মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর সঙ্গে কি কথা বলছি সেটা জনস্বাস্থ্যের কথা, সেটা মানুষ দেখুক, জনতা দেখুক। এর মধ্যে বাধা বিপত্তি বুঝি না, এখানে লাইভ এই প্রসঙ্গগুলোই উঠছে না, এটা জনস্বাস্থ্যের কথা। আমাদের এই আন্দোলন জনস্বাস্থ্যের জন্য আন্দোলন, সেই জন্য আমাদের দাবিগুলো ন্যায়সঙ্গত দাবি। এবং আজকে যে ঘটনা ঘটলো তাতে আমরা অত্যন্ত হতাশ, অত্যন্ত দুঃখিত, আমরা নির্বাক। আমরা শেষে দেখতে চেয়েছিলাম এইটুকু বেসিক দাবিও যদি আমরা না পূরণ হয়, আমাদের ফিরে যেতে হয়, অনেক সময় পেরিয়ে গেছে।
Okay, so well, we tried speaking to the doctors and the doctor. Just a moment here. So let's hold this, open the umbrella. So here you see all the doctors are now leaving, and the bus would be leaving from here, and they are saying they're disappointed, and look here, the doctors would now be leaving. So what we have been showing since evening, that the doctors had come in this very bus, and now you see the doctors have gone back to the same very bus, and they have boarded the very bus, and they are now they are they have all boarded the bus, and they have boarded the bus, and of course they would be now going back. They will be going back to the protest site. We are showing you live visuals. We do apologize if it's not of the best of the standard, because we are literally struggling with little equipments, and that's the inside of the bus. The doctors are boarded, and they would now be leaving. There you see, the doctors would now be leaving, and the doctors are now leaving. Okay, there you see, the bus has now rolled down, and the bus would now be leaving. There are people who are shouting, sloganeering, "We want justice," and the bus is now leaving. As you see, the bus is leaving, the doctors are now leaving, and the doctors did not meet, I would say, not could not, did not meet the minister, because obviously their demand was that meeting be video recorded, allowed to be video recorded, and live stream. They are saying they have also put out this message they have put out the message to the Chief Minister's office, and now, as you see, the bus is now leaving. The bus is leaving, the bus is leaving and the bus is leaving Kalighat and the doctors are now going back. So obviously high drama unfolded out here. The doctors bus is now leaving Kalighat, the same Kalighat where they have come down to meet with the Chief Minister, and now with the escort the doctors bus is now leaving. 40 doctors had come down. It is now official, 40 doctors had come down and they are leaving. Take the umbrella from there please. They are leaving. So obviously the doctors who had come down, they did not meet with the Chief Minister, and they did not meet with the Chief Minister because they had set the condition that they wanted to be live streamed, and that did not happen. So it's been over 3 hours, and we have been on this live very broadcast. Let me see if I can bring Titash also. 1 second. Let me just open the stand. We thank all our viewers who, I always say, they had all the option of going somewhere else and watching the story, but then they trusted us for truth, and obviously they trusted our broadcast over the others, and that's why the people who had connected with us, I thank one and all for their support. Titash, if you can just come this side, it's not pouring that much, I'll cover this side. So me and Titash had come down here at 6:30, 6 o'clock, and we were waiting. Then it was confirmed that the doctors would be coming. The doctors did send an email. They came down, but the meeting never happened, and now they have gone back. They're saying they're disappointed, and whether cease work would continue or not, it's something they would announce later on.
So, Tamal, like this, disappointed, and the meeting was not live streamed. If you see that there were like 4 responses which were sent from the front of the junior doctors. The first 3 clearly outlined that they wanted a live stream or a recording.
I just spoke. To which I spoke to one of the doctors, and doctor said after the email that was sent to the chief minister, there was a second email we don't have.
Okay.
So in that second email, they had specifically mentioned that they wanted to be video recorded and live stream, to be live streamed. And after coming down here, when they offered the option and it was denied, they said, okay, fine, no live streaming. Let us also record it from our end. So that's what happened.
Okay. So the meeting did not happen. As much as it is disappointing for it is also disappointing for almost everyone who was waiting for this meeting with bated breath. Because as you say, it's been 37 days and the doctors have ceased work. They are not working. The junior doctors have not gone back to work, which essentially means that the people who are bearing the brunt of this cease work are the common people who are government-run medical colleges and hospitals for treatment. Now, we also spoke to a couple of doctors. We asked them if their cease work is going to continue. The doctors have maintained that, whether cease work is going to continue or not is something they will decide once they reach their Dharna Manch, which is in Salt Lake. They are going to collectively put their heads together and then debate and deliberate and decide if the cease work is going to continue. But then for now, they say that they are extremely disheartened that the meeting did not work out, and they said that they are more than willing to hold another meeting with the Chief Minister and discuss their demands.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not really sure if that would happen anytime soon, because if I ask you, Titash, what was the most significant thing apart from a lot of things the Chief Minister said today when she had gone at the protest site? What, according to you, is one thing that strikes out? Apart from the fact that I am not your Chief Minister, I am your Didi, all that keep aside, identify one other thing that she had said.
She had said that no action would be taken against any of the doctors who are protesting over here, and immediately, urged them to go back to work.
Okay, she also said that this is my last effort.
Okay, yes.
So when the junior doctors say that, when the junior doctors say that, we look forward to another meeting, well, today, on Thursday, she said with folded hands, এটা আমার তরফ থেকে শেষ চেষ্টা, বাংলার মানুষ আমাকে ক্ষমা করবেন. Then she went and met with the junior doctors at the protest site, and then she said, it is my last try. And then this meeting did not happen. Again, she had tried reaching out to them. Well, opinion would be divided. Some would be taking the side of the doctors. Some would be taking side of the Chief Minister. Somebody say the Chief Minister is trying to reach out, doing more than enough. Somebody would say that she could have allowed the live streaming and kept the word of the doctors, would support the doctors. So opinion would be divided, but nonetheless, on the we get to see and what you have reported purely on facts. Second day, after Thursday, being a Saturday, today, the meeting did not happen.
The standoff still
The
continues.
standoff still continues and our coverage would also continue. The only thing is we have to end this live broadcast now. We have tried covering all the aspects, and as you say always, we do not have fancy equipments. We do not have a live view machine or a OB van or multiple drone cameras. We have got nothing. We just have a phone and this. And both of us had come down. As you always say, we are attached to the ground and shall stay like that forever. So even though our entire office had been literally recuperating viral, we too have been recuperating, but we thought no, we have to go there, and we have tried doing our best covering this. Well, we would keep covering this story. So Sunday will not be an off day for us.
Of course.
It will not be an off day for us. Doctors are saying their protest continues, and the DeadLock also at the moment continues. Once they go back, what decision they take, again, you have to wait and see. I thank all our viewers. Hundreds of comments have come down. People have engaged with us. We thank one and all for your little support, for trusting us, for watching the story on our broadcast. This is an independent platform, luxury one, and your viewership matters a lot. We are not the ones who would always keep pestering, like, share and support. We trust you, and even if one person is coming and watching this story for us on our platform, it is like our bounden duty to be accountable to that one viewer and be truthful to that one viewer. Whether people hate us, like us, troll us, or appreciate us, our ally truth will remain our ally forever. So we have tried reporting on facts today. We also broke a lot of aspect, in fact, not boasting about it, but yeah, it gives you a separate adrenaline. If you're coming from TV, you get to break stories. Not in TV anymore, but then yeah, it was a different adrenaline. Probably Titash saw it for the first time, a different side of Taman. Well, nonetheless, thank you viewers for watching this. It's been pouring heavily. Do take care of yourself. If you're stepping out of your houses, please carry an umbrella and be very mindful of these steps on the road. Most of the roads are waterlogged, so please be careful if you're venturing out. For now, we are winding up from Kalighat, from this part of Kolkata, but again, we'll be coming back live very, very soon, shortly. Don't have to wait longer, maybe tomorrow itself, in a couple of hours. Thank you so much. I also thank our producer, Orko, very patiently all through the evening. He had been managing the switch all by himself. Thank you, Orko. We end this broadcast here on behalf of Orko, Titash and myself. I thank you all. Good night and take care.